live Facebook record sale. When you're on and watching, welcome. And I'm going to try to figure out how to find us on YouTube ourselves. Hey, there we are. I'm going to share this, copy link, and I'm going to try to post this on our Instagram. Let me see if I can do that. Craig is first comment. Who would have thought it? Craig is our first comment. Now, let me see if I can get this the way I had planned on doing it. There's the picture I wanted. Link. Live sale now. Done. All right, maybe that posted on our story. Let's see how it looks. There it is. You can find our Facebook and Instagram story. I think if you click on this link, it will take you to YouTube. And let's see if it works. There's our live broadcast. There you go. All right, so I've got that done. Now let me pull up my Restream account so I can see y'all's comments. And there it is right there. Well, all right, I've got all of the official business taken care of, except sharing it to the group. If Tanner or somebody could do that. Hey, there's a Striper album. Well, we have so many fantastic records. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to be circling. We're going to be going around in circles in a good way. There's so much great stuff. We got more Japanese stuff just in that we hadn't even unboxed, and we have some of the best new restocks we've ever had. We've had some of the best new restocks we ever have in new vinyl. Ton of waiting list. We filled up 5 crates of new arrivals that has already been pre-sold, new releases for Friday. And what's crazy, it's record store day week, which usually we're light on new releases and restocks because everything's being pressed. But actually, this record store day drop, which we're not a part of, by the way. If you're looking for record store day stuff, we don't have it. We're not on record store day yet, but I got some pretty good news this week, so we're working on still trying to do that. However, record store day, the stuff that comes out tomorrow or Saturday, if you're going to be out record store day hunting, that was stuff that was supposed to come out the last record store day that they really didn't have pressed in time. So I think they were supposed to press that stuff, and they've probably just kind of had it waiting. So this other stuff that's why it makes sense. So, okay, there is a good Pearl Jam album coming out Saturday. I'm going to try to grab one myself. Well, actually, I was just talking to Doug earlier. I told him not to get me one, but I kind of do want one, so I hadn't made up my mind yet. But you can't go wrong with live Pearl Jam. All right, I need to start showing records because we have a tremendous amount of stuff to show. And I think we've got, I don't know how many crates. I usually give y'all a count. I know we have 8 crates of vintage. I bet we have at least 2 crates of high-end auction stuff, new high-end stuff, 2 crates full, and then probably you could say 2 crates of Japanese. So let's start with Kid Rock's Greatest Hits. I think this is the first time I've technically got them in stock where I can show them to you. Kid Rock's Greatest Hits, which not too long ago was a $100, $150 record. They came back in print. Now they're $36.99. Monica Harris, I finally got you one. And then is Monica and Aaron, is that the same account? Yes. Okay, well then we need to scratch one off because I've got Monica Harris, Aaron Harris, and Paul Brothers. So Monica and Aaron, I've got you down for a Kid Rock, and I've got Paul Brothers down for one. If anybody else wants a Kid Rock's Greatest Hits, that is $36.99, 2 LP. Linda Hasty wants one. I've got, and of course we got one over there to put back, I guess. Finally got stock to sell. That was big. There's a lot of people been waiting on that one. Okay, this next record is technically my copy, but I know I have 2 more on the way, and I can get more if anybody else wants one. Eric Clapton Unplugged. This is the MoFi one-step box. These are $179.99. They're numbered on the back. This is number 8,624. This is the Eric Clapton Unplugged MoFi box one-step. $179.99. 2 disc, 45 RPM. And this is supposed to be evidently the best sounding, the best cut ever of Eric Clapton Unplugged. If you're not familiar with MoFi, it's $179 because of the quality and the amazing, just it's unbelievable how well this sounds. Have I got to listen to it myself? No. Will I be listening to one later? Yes. Like I said, this one's mine, but I have more on the way, so I put it in the crate to let everybody know I have those in stock because they've kind of come in waves. I know some people who have paid over $200 for them. That's $179.99. Black Keys, Attack and Release. So looks like Jason Ivy wants a Kid Rock. So we've sold 2 Kid Rocks, Jason Ivy and Linda Hasty, Eric Clapton. And we have Black Keys, Attack and Release. Black Keys, Attack and Release. I have 2 people on a waiting list for this one. Black Keys, Attack and Release. Black Keys, Attack and Release. Michael Robert Potts and Bob Riger. Michael Robert Potts and Bob Riger. I've already got you down for 1 each. Michael Robert Potts and Bob Riger, Attack and Release. And Jeremiah Lewis wants 1. That's the last one of those I have, so if anybody else wants a Black Keys, Attack and Release, I will have to order more, which I think I already have anyway. Next is Tool Opiate. Tool Opiate. This is $9.99. $9.99 Tool. Tracy Miller. I don't know if you're watching, Tracy, but you were on a waiting list from the last time we had these, and we finally got another shipment in. Tool Opiate. That's $9.99. Tanner Jonathan Bodine needs to be put on the Black Keys waiting list. If anybody needs a tool, they're only $10. Dakota Wilkie wants 1. Dallas Coop wants 1. Tools are $9.99. And Jonathan Bodine wants on the Black Keys, and that was Attack and Release. The next one's a big one. You probably have already seen the top of it. This is Black Crowes, August and Everything After, $49.99. This looks like it is. I haven't really got to examine it, but it looks like it's the 33 RPM version. $49.99. Black, not the Black Crows, the Counting Crows. We've had the Black Keys. We got some Black Crows tonight. This is the Counting Crows. August and Everything After. Let me read off a few of these names. David Howard, Nick Pullen, Michael Bohannon, Kristen Barnett, Marty Kramer, Dallas Coop, Paul Bill, Randy Davis, Charles Edward Jones IV, Anthony Sharmody, John Matthews, Joe Musser, Jason Ivy, Troy Robinson got 2, Brian Bauer, and Paul Brothers. And I have 3 left, and I think I can get more at a later time. But right now, this is the only 3 I have. And this goes to Linda Hasty. Linda Hasty gets 1. Just joined. I'm looking for Gerard Way Record Store Day release. We don't have any Record Store Day releases. We are not we're not part of Record Store Day. No Record Store. We have a lot of other cool releases. I promise you, tonight, with the amount of OG Japanese vinyl and new vinyl we have much better records. It's going to be available for any Record Store Day drop tomorrow. Even though I really want to be on Record Store Day, this one's not as big as probably the next one coming up. We have some great records tonight. Mike Santry takes the Counting Crows. And anybody else? We have 1 Counting Crows. Not too long ago, I knew if I would have showed this live without posting a pre-order, it would have been chaotic. So I have 1 left on hand. 1 left on hand. That's $49.99. Next is Oasis. This came back in stock. I just grabbed 1 to see if there was any interest in it. Oasis, definitely, maybe. $38.99. I have 1 on hand, and there was a lot in stock, so if this one happens to sell, we can get more. Joe Cosentini wants a Counting Crows. Joe Cosentini on Counting Crows, and Jonathan Bodine on Oasis. Jonathan Bodine on Oasis. So Joe Cosentini, Counting Crows, Jonathan Bodine on Oasis. Anybody else wants an Oasis? I can order you one. Pixies Doolittle. Pixies Doolittle is $31.99. Pixies Doolittle is $31.99. Brian White, you will have to be the first slot for the Counting Crows the next shipment. I don't have any more unless somebody cancels or puts one back, which on these huge pre-orders somebody usually does. But right now, I don't have any available. I don't like when anybody cancels because when I see a lot of interest in something, I order a bunch of them. And hopefully that's because we think we're going to sell them. But, okay, Brian White, so you're first on that. And Dakota, I will get you a Oasis, definitely, maybe. And if anybody wants the Pixies, there's been a lot of requests for Pixies album. This is their top seller with 2 of my major distributors. That's like their, you organize stuff by best sellers. That one's always top. That's sold to Mike Santry, Pixies. If anybody else wants one, let me know. Brian White, your Asia box is in, yes, and it will be on this week's invoice. It will be, yes, we've already got you tagged. We showed that last night. George Buchanan wants on the Pixies waiting list, and Paul Brothers wants on Oasis. So the waiting list for this week on Thursday nights, that means you probably won't see it on your invoice until the next week. So if you get on a waiting list on our Monday or Tuesday shows, then we'll probably have it for this week's invoice. But if you're on a waiting list tonight, then you probably won't see it, and that's probably good for a lot of people. They're like, good, I won't have so much on this invoice. But George Buchanan, I'll put you on a Pixies wait list. Those will be in next week, and same for you, Paul Brothers, on the Oasis. Queensryche Empire, and I think this is green vinyl. They're either green or purple. We can run the SKU, but this is Queensryche Empire. They are $59.99. Sean George wants on the Pixies and the Counting Crows waiting list. We can do it. I have a lot of Counting Crows, so that's a title. We always keep 20, 40, 50 back ordered. Whenever they come in, they're usually gone. So Queensryche is $59.99. That's a 2LP, of course, Friday Music Colored Vinyl. And the Clash London Calling. The Clash London Calling. I don't think we've had this in stock just as a 2LP remaster issue in a little while. They're $46.99. They are 2LP, the Clash London Calling. Jerry Stone also wants on that Pixies waiting list. Pixies Doolittle. Jerry Stone, you're on there. The Eagles, Sayonara Japan. This is Volume 1. This is a Parachute Records broadcast from the Eagles, $44.99. That is Take It Easy, Outlaw Man, Doolin Dalton, and Desperado, Turn to Stone, Lion Eyes, You Never Cry Like a Lover, Take It to the Limit, and Desperado. That is the Eagles Live in Japan, Volume 1, $44.99. Dallas Coop wants a Clash, and Dakota, I will put you first alternate on that waiting list. I was going to order a few of these, but like I say, if we hadn't something, that's my first major tongue twist tonight. There's about 19 more to get out. If we have something we have not had in a while, I'd kind of, as y'all know, we order one, and there's a pretty good chance definitely a good chance we can get more. If it's something like Counting Crows, I go ahead and we load up on them. You know, we get as many as we can get. Dallas, you get that Clash. Dakota and Sherry, I'll have you one first the next week. This is a new release from Parachute Records, and we just listened to it. Me, Tanner, Ed, and Seth. That's my help tonight, by the way. Tanner, Ed, and Seth. I was highly anticipated. This is one of my favorite groups of all time. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young kind of turned me on to music, and this is one of my favorite. The recording of here is Sweet Judy Blue Eyes. I probably listened to it more than any other thing. Now I have it's the first time, you know, I've ever seen it on vinyl, except probably for some like old bootlegs that's in existence. This is $41.99. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Woodstock 69. Parachute Records, $41.99. Counting Crows is a 33 RPM. It doesn't say anywhere on the cover, but it's a 33 RPM. Was the Counting Crows list filled? Yes. Counting Crows list, all was filled. They all came back in. Sherry Darnell wants a Woodstock. I'm pretty sure Debbie Whited said she wanted one. I don't know if she's watching, but she commented on the video I posted a sample of, and she said she wanted one. So Tanner, go ahead and mark Debbie down for one. If she comments later, then we'll already have her for one. But I got excited. I ordered a bunch of these. And, oh yes, the waiting list on that. Cody Chandler, Matt Hamilton, Tony Doyle, Michael Robert Potts, Jeff McIntosh, and Charles Jones IV, which is actually Charles Edward Jones IV. That's everybody who did a pre-order on one. And I think that's the rest of the crate. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Woodstock 69. So if you're just hopping on, you haven't missed much. This sounds great. So Parachute Records is a label. They do these like, I mean, Woodstock technically wasn't a broadcast, but they do a lot of radio and broadcast. Technically, they're unofficials, but they're a major label. I mean, I'm talking about distributors. My three top distributors all carry, I just noticed one that hadn't carried them before. They're carrying Parachute stuff now. They're carrying Parachute recordings. But the first track, Sweet Judy Blue Eyes, it sounded great. I mean, I've always listened to a rip of it off YouTube. And it's always been kind of low quality that I've listened to for years, but this was pretty good sounding. There's one track where the tape kind of goes in and out. Other than that, I think Ed will agree. It sounded pretty good, right, Ed? It sounded great. So better than I thought it was going to be. I was kind of worried because, you know, there was nothing at Woodstock really recorded great. As y'all know, they was in the middle of a field, and it was storming half the time. So that is $41.99. $41.99. So here's what's left in this bin if you're just hopping on. Great new vinyl tonight and unbelievable vintage stuff. Kid Rock's Greatest Hits. Kid Rock's Greatest Hits is $36.99. Kid Rock's Greatest Hits, that is $36.99. Eric Clapton Unplugged, that's the one-step box, $179.99. We have technically 2 left after I keep that one. Tool is $9.99. Tool is $9.99. What's on the auction block? Nothing right now. Any Slipknot coming in. As far as I know, I haven't heard anything on Slipknot. That is probably, I'll go ahead, I usually don't do this, but if you can find a Slipknot somewhere for sale, any of those newest reissues for retail, you can grab them. Even if you don't like Slipknot, you can make some money off of them because they are cheap right now, any of them, especially that first one. Eagles is $44.99, and Dallas Coop wants a Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young Woodstock. If anybody else wants one, I've got a stack still here of them. Really good stuff. Set list, by the way, Sweet Judy Blue Eyes, Blackbird, Helplessly Hoping, Guinevere, Marrakesh Express, 4 and 20, Mr. Soul, Wondering, You Don't Have to Cry, Pre-Road Downs, Long Time Gone, Bluebird Revisited, Sea of Madness, Wooden Ships, Find the Cost of Freedom, and 49 Bye-Byes. So that is actually, they start with acoustic, and then Neil Young comes out and does a couple acoustics with them, and then they go electric for the rest of the set. $41.99. George Buchanan wants one. Great set list on there. I mean, of course, all their stuff's good. They're a little bit later stuff I'm not really into, but of course, you know, those first couple albums I greatly enjoy. All right, where's my first crate of vintage? I guess I could just pick any of these, right? Let me see what this crate looks like. So we're not going to try to auction too much tonight. Monday we realized we sold so much more. We're definitely going to auction stuff tonight, but we can show so many more records if we just kind of, you know, stay after it. We love auctions, though. I'm going to go ahead and put some up right now. Don't think we're not going to auction anything off tonight, because we are. The first thing we're going to auction off is a damaged record. This is something we got from one of our Japanese shipments. This is a VG minus. This is the worst looking Japanese pressing I've ever seen. I didn't even know records were this bad over there. This thing will probably play, but you don't want to play it on an expensive cartridge, and you don't want to play it thinking it's going to sound really good, because it's probably going to jump, and maybe it's definitely going to pop, but it may get through. But I think for a $1 start on this, there may be some people needing this for their US pressing, because as far as I know, I didn't see any notifications or any no, I think this was a Japanese press, wasn't it? Or is it yeah, it's a Japanese press. Yeah, it's got all the Japanese. This has the Fat Bottom Girls Naked on the Bicycle poster. I can't show that too long here on Facebook, but it has the Naked Women poster with it. And it has a really cool Japanese insert. I mean, that's almost frameable. Picture of the band, has the set list. So it's Queen Jazz, $1 start. I got a copy one time long ago when I was just doing eBay out of my house, and I had a copy I bought at a yard sale, no record, and the poster, and I'm pretty sure I put it on eBay for like a $19.99 buy it now, and it sold. I mean, there's people needing the poster. It adds $15, $20 to the value. So the record is a VG minus or G plus. I mean, it's a damaged record, but it has some cool inserts, and it has the Fat Bottom Girls poster. So let me go back here. Okay, Jeff is at 1. Yes, Doug, Smile came in. I will set you one aside. Bob needs to put back his Black Keys, and Dwayne Sevilla needs to put back his Rush. Kristen's at 5 on Queen. Miss 80s is at 15. Miss 80s is at 15. So we're also streaming live tonight on YouTube and Facebook. If you're watching for the first time, if you tuned in when we started, you've probably seen a flurry of selling. These are vintage records. We've cleaned, inspected, checked them, and we guarantee them. $7 unlimited shipping. If you want anything, if you're watching for the first time, it's very easy to make a purchase. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, you just claim what you want in the comments, and it's yours. If you're first. If you're first. And if I recognize you're a new customer, I'll give you instructions later. But I have a feeling we have some new people watching. If you're new, let us know in the comments. Welcome. And if you got some time to spend with us tonight, you're going to see some good records. The history of Elmore James. History of Elmore James, $24.99. I think this is a continuation. I think this is a continuation of Kevin's collection with also some other new arrivals in here. So there's some really good records. This is a good bin, I think, to start. Greg Rose, welcome. This is a straight, right now we're doing straight sales, so these are fixed price, and in the back, we're going to be doing auctions too. So right now we're auctioning off this Queen record. Miss 80s is at $15, going once, going twice. Frozen Ghost, nice place to visit. Frozen Ghost is $14.99, nice place to visit. Triumph, Warlock, and Agony. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. $39.99. $7 unlimited shipping. Thank you, Mr. Howard. $7 unlimited shipping anywhere in the country, as much as you want to buy. This is our second show of the night, second show of the week, and we're having 2 more shows this week. We're doing this again Friday night and Saturday night. Randy Travis, Storms of Life. Randy Travis, Storms of Life, $24.99. Twisted Sister, Under the Blade. I almost put this up for auction because it's an immaculate copy. Original inner sleeve. It's got the hype sticker. Is it Gold Stamp Promo too? It is. Gold Stamp Promo, $29.99. $29.99. Madonna, Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. This has to be a 12-inch single. Maybe not. It is, but it's from 1997, and it's sealed. $39.99. Madonna, Don't Cry for Me, Argentina, sealed with hype sticker, $39.99. It's Warlock. So the name of the band is Warlock. It's called Triumph and Agony is the name of the album. Thank you, Kevin. Kevin Cave of Rock owned most of these records. We bought them from him. Jeff McMaster takes Twisted Sister. Wow, no one's bought Randy Travis yet. Usually that's right off the board. Jeff McMaster was first to Twisted Sister. It looks like Travis Parmalee was next. We've had a lot of people asking for Striper. By the way, Queen is going twice, going 3 times to Miss 80s. This is Striper, To Hell with the Devil, with the OG cover. Striper, To Hell with the Devil. And it looks like it is very, very nice. It is. It's a near mint copy. Striper, To Hell with the Devil. Plastic inner sleeve. I thought this thing came with an insert. It is a gatefold. We'll do that for a $50 start. Striper, To Hell with the Devil, $50 start. Queen is going twice, going 3 times. We're about to sell it. Jeff, second. Dallas Cooper wants Mad. Madonna. Dallas Cooper gets the Madonna, 12-inch single. Kevin had a lot of 90s Madonna stuff that we had never seen before. Some of it's sealed. Randy Travis sold to Mike McGinnis. Striper's a $50 start, and let's go ahead and sell Queen to Miss 80s for $15. Sold to Miss 80s. James Brown, Living in America. That's the 12-inch single from Rocky IV. That's $19.99. The Best of David Bowie. The cover on this is about a VG. This is a compilation from France, 1981. It is $39.99. $39.99. Can I have the black keys? Yes, Jonathan. If Bob's putting that one back, if you're next on the list, then you will be getting that one. Did you sell Don Henley? I'm pretty sure we sold that Don Henley. The one that was $200. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we sold that. Heart, If Looks Could Kill, 12-inch single, promo. This is $14.99 for Heart. David Bowie, by the way, was $39.99. I was about to say, this one's heavy. It's because it is a triple LP, Paul McCartney and Wings Over America, $34.99. Paul Brothers on JB. That is James Brown, sold to Paul Brothers. Tom Steyer, you were second. Up for bid is a Striper, To Hell with the Devil, OG Press, original cover. The second cover was black, and we had one the other night, or we have one we hadn't sold yet. And that is a $50 start, Striper, To Hell with the Devil. This just got revealed, so let me go ahead and show it. We have Leonard Skinner. Leonard Skinner, this is Best of the Rest, $34.99. Leonard Skinner, Best of the Rest. Contains previously unreleased songs, which is interesting because Call Me the Breeze is on here and working for the MCA, or working for MCA, and that was on. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I've never really paid attention to this. It's $34.99 though. Debbie Whited on Paul. That's Paul McCartney. Sold to Debbie Whited. That's a nice copy too, Wings Over America. Usually those things are kind of worn out because they're so heavy. Rush is Clockwork Angels. I'm going to show that later because we're actually going to have a few extra copies to sell. But that came back in print. Michael Ling is at 50 on Striper. Thank you, Michael. And the Bowie album was the best of Bowie. It was pressed in France, 1981, $39.99. The cover is about a VG. Rupert Holmes, Partners in Crime. This has the Pina Colada song on it, $9.99. Rupert Holmes. Mick Jagger, Let's Work. This has to be a single. It's got three songs on it. It's sealed from when? 1987, $29.99. Never have seen that before. I think Best of the Rest was leftover Greatest Hits from Platinum and Gold. That must be what's going on there. Jeff McMaster on Rupert Holmes. I've never really paid attention to it. I always thought it was the Greatest Hits without really even reading the tracks. I've never really paid attention until right then, and I've probably sold 50 of them. Tanya Tucker's Greatest Hits is $14.99. Tanya Tucker's Greatest Hits. Quiet Riot, here's another one. Critical, Condition Critical. Yeah, this one is also really nice. Gold stamp promo, $26.99. Just $26.99. Gold stamp promo. I'll pay you to turn your volume back up and boot the guy who has to turn it down. Uh-oh, my volume too low? Well, let me go see. Let me do a test over here, see if I'm pegging. Test 1, 2. Test. Okay, I think I can cut it up a couple more notches. Test 1, 2. You don't want to be pegging, which means the meter gets in the red. That means I'm probably distorted. Marty Kramer on Quiet Riot. That's sold to Marty Kramer. Striper is going twice, going 3 times to Michael Ling for $50. Going twice, going 3 times. Marty Kramer. So Quiet Riot, Marty, and Travis Parmalee, you were second. Simon and Garfunkel. This is a Pickwick pressing, but it's got some interesting older songs on it, kind of some rarities. It is on Pickwick, though. We don't like the Pickwick label because their vinyl was pressed on like used tires. But they sound all right, but don't expect it to sound like Eric Clapton Unplugged One Step. $14.99, Simon and Garfunkel. Rod Stewart, Blondes Have More Fun picture disc. These things were actually numbered. They numbered these back in the 70s, the 6500. That is $24.99. The Rod Stewart Blondes Have More Fun picture disc. Martha and the Vandellas, Watch Out, Tamla Motown. This is a 1967 UK press. That is $39.99. Martha and the Vandellas, Watch Out, $39.99. Volume's fine. Your testing isn't accurate because you get pretty loud. I guess that's true. I guess you have to adjust the volume on y'all's end. I'm not for sure. Zach, is your volume turned up all the way? You might have to get some headphones and like jack it up. Thank God It's Friday, original motion picture soundtrack, $19.99. Thank God It's Friday, original motion picture soundtrack, $19.99. Supertramp, Even in the Quietest Moments. Supertramp is $19.99, even in the quietest moments. Tanner, let's sell Striper to Mr. Ling for $50. That's cheaper than we had it, what I thought it was going to bring. Sold to, now when somebody gets on and asks for Striper, I'm going to be like, too late, already gone. How much for the Clapton? David, the Clapton MoFi box, I have technically, this one's mine, but I have 2 left, and this is $179.99. The Clapton Unplugged MoFi, $179.99. Chad's a loudmouth. I can tell I get louder when I'm over here reading, just kind of subconsciously, so. Randy Travis, Always and Forever, is $24.99. By the way, Supertramp has Give a Little Bit on it, which is, by the way, it has some writing on the cover. But Give a Little Bit, I think, is one of their better tunes, Supertramp. Talking Heads, 12-inch single, Cross-Eyed and Painless. Talking Heads is $24.99. Never have seen that before. Dallas Coupe on Clapton MoFi. Dallas, let me make sure I don't have you on the waiting list. Let's see, you're fine here. Where did I do my list? Let me make sure I don't already have you down for one. Did you comment on the post, Dallas? Clapton MoFi, before I tag you for one of those, since they're kind of, now where are they? No, I don't. Okay, so let's give one to Dallas. So go ahead and tag Dallas with one of these. If anybody else wants one, like I said, I've got 2 more on the way. One of them's technically mine, so now I've got 1 for sale, but I will gladly sell mine and then I think I can get more after that. It shouldn't be a problem. So sell that one to Dallas. Marty Kramer wants RT. That was Randy Travis to Marty Kramer. And Jonathan Bodine takes Talking Heads. Talking Heads. We do a Clapton unboxing. Yes, that's why I hadn't opened mine. I got the Elton John box set I was going to do a YouTube video for, and a YouTube video on that, so I could listen to them and give y'all my official, non-professional, somewhat professional opinion on it. So, the Suite. The Suite is sealed $29.99. Well, what happened was we can get MoFi stuff now from their direct U.S. distributor, where I can offer it for MoFi retail prices. The reason that one's a little bit more is because I canceled a lot of my MoFi stuff that I was getting through a third party. Then that Clapton box set came out, and I didn't get allocated any. But the person who I get them third party for that charges a little bit more had them in stock. So from here on out, the MoFi one-step should be cheaper. I should be able to offer them at retail for y'all. That one's more, not because I marked it up, but because I had to pay more. I didn't get that one direct from MoFi's U.S. distribution office, or dealer, whatever you call them, so distributor. So that's what's going on with that. So the Suite is sold to Doug Osbury. Thank you, Doug. Never seen that one before, and it's sealed. Sold to Doug Osbury. But yeah, that's the deal with it. That's why the Claptons are a little bit more than what they should be. But a lot of people who's got them and trying to flip them right now, some people's charging well over $200 for them. So that's why I said I think $179 is still fair. Or some stuff is just too high. Some of that MoFi stuff before that I could have gotten, I was like, man, that's just too much. So, okay. The Jimmy sounded fantastic. The Jimi Hendrix Analog Productions, yes. Y'all are going to like that. I'll go into that in detail tomorrow when I have them. Those are supposed to be delivered tomorrow. Taco, putting on the Ritz. Taco is $19.99. Taco is $19.99. The Supremes at the Copa. The Supremes is $14.99 at the Copa. Los Lobos, By the Light of the Moon. Los Lobos is $19.99. Linda Ronstadt's Greatest Hits Volume 2, sealed, $19.99. The OG, $19.99. The Buggles, right? The Boogles or the Buggles? How do you pronounce that U in there? The Age of Plastic in shrink wrap. Video Killed the Radio Star, $24.99. $24.99. Billy Squier live. Wow, I've never seen that before. Promotional copy, not for sale. It's only got a few tracks on it. It's See Billy on his 1983 tour. That is $14.99. I never have seen that before. Why is the Thriller MoFi cheaper? It's only one disc. It's only one disc. That's why we're able to offer that one at $100. One, I'm getting them direct, and two, what's going on here? I had a lot of comments. I'm glad I have my phone over here. Bob Schuler. Bob Schuler was first on the Bugles, the Buggles, I guess everybody's saying. Cameron, you were second. Buggles. Okay, the Buggles. Jerry Stone was first to, oh, I pulled the wrong one. The Buggles went to Schuler. And then it looks like Jerry Stone is first to Billy Squier. Jerry Stone's first to Billy Squier. Calvin is second. Preston said Uglies. Tommy, you were third on Billy Squier. And yeah, Thriller is a one-step, but it's just a single disc. It's just a single disc. All right, I think we're caught up there. Lag, I see your lag test, Tillman Smoot. Little River Band Sleeper Catcher is $9.99. Little River Band Time Exposure is $9.99. And Linda Ronstadt, Don't Cry Now. That is sealed. Linda Ronstadt, $19.99. Linda Ronstadt, Living in the USA, $9.99. Stallone, Cobra. Someone has circled John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band. That's a gold stamp promo soundtrack, $24.99. Rocky IV soundtrack, gold stamp promo, $29.99. Some cool soundtracks slipped in here. Southside Johnny, Slow Dance is sealed. OG has a cut mark right here, $29.99. Edgar Winter Group Shock Treatment is $19.99. And McKendree Spring Suite, $19.99. FM soundtrack is $29.99. Did this have the poster with it, Ed? It didn't, did it? Nice looking copy though. FM soundtrack, $29.99. George Buchanan on SSJ. That's Southside Johnny, sold to George Buchanan. Jerry Stone wants the Taco. Some tacos sound good right now. I don't think Chick-fil-A filled me up. Taco sold to Jerry Stone. Cameron Martin was second. How about one of the high-end crates? Yes, I'm about to put up some high-end auctions for sure. Let me finish this crate. It's a Beautiful Day, Born Again. I don't think I've seen that before. It's unofficial. Wow. It's a Beautiful Day, unofficial. Is that like the same? Yeah, FM, that's an interesting looking record. $29.99. FM has some amazing artists on it. If you're not familiar with this, Boston, Jimmy Buffett, Doobie Brothers, Eagles, Dan Fogelberg, Foreigner, Billy Joel, Randy Meisner, Steve Miller, Tom Petty, Queen, Linda Ronstadt, Boz Scaggs, Boz Seger, Steely Dan, James Taylor, and Joe Walsh. Sold to Marty Kramer. About to say, usually FM soundtracks don't stick around. Blue Oyster Cult, Secret Treaties. $19.99, Blue Oyster Cult. Rockwell, Someone's Watching Me, a.k.a. Michael Jackson. $19.99. And Share is $24.99. Share is $24.99. I'll flip through that crate in 1 second. I've got a couple really nice looking records here I'm going to put up for a low start and let y'all have fun with them. This is a extremely nice, let me make sure because it's been a while since I looked at these. This is the batch that I ultrasonically cleaned. Yes, this is the one. I've got a couple Pink Floyd albums, like a couple of them are pristine, a couple of them have some issues. Momentary Lapse of Reason, and it's got a fillable mark here on side 2, right here. I don't know if y'all probably can't see that. But right here, about halfway through the disc, it's got a fillable mark. Will it play through? I want to think this is the one, when I played it through, it didn't really skip, it just popped. Either way, we're only going to start it for $1. Pink Floyd, A Momentary Lapse of Reason. Side 1 looks EX, near mint minus. Side 2 here has a little bit more marks on it. And that, I think when I listened to that, it just kind of clicked, you know, popped. Nothing that skipped. But Pink Floyd, Momentary Lapse of Reason. I have ultrasonically cleaned it, and it's in a new anti-static. The cover on this was extremely nice. The cover on this was extremely nice. Gatefold. So I guess overall, you would have to call this a VG copy. You'd have to call this a VG copy. Rockwell's Berry Gordy's son and Michael Jackson, same background, different track. They're two different people. I think, but Michael Jackson is singing Somebody's Watching Me, right? I think that's, correct me if I'm wrong. He's singing in the background. Okay, that's what George just said. All right. Pink Floyd's up for bid. It looks like Eric Fisher is in the lead at that. Did I miss anything before that? Let me scroll up. Do putbacks. And, okay. So Pink Floyd's up for bid. Let's flip through this one more time. Rockwell, Someone Watching Me. Tony A wants Share. Rockwell was $19.99. Did I pull Share? Yeah, Share is sold to Tony A. Blue Oyster Cult, It's a Beautiful Day. Brad Moore wants Blue Oyster Cult. Actually, let me start from the back of the bin. I usually do that. It's like, just quick flip. If you want prices, let me know. History of Elmore James, Frozen Ghost, Warlock, The Best of Bowie, Heart, 12-inch single, Mick Jagger, 12-inch single, Leonard Skinner, Tanya Tucker, Simon and Garfunkel, Rod Stewart, Martha and the Vandellas, Thank God It's Friday soundtrack, Supertramp, The Supremes, Los Lobos, Linda Ronstadt Sealed, Little River Band, another Sealed Ronstadt, Living in the USA, Stallone soundtrack, Rocky IV soundtrack, Edgar Winter Group, McKendree Spring, It's a Beautiful Day, and Rockwell. Price on, let's see, Elmore price. Elmore, History of Elmore James is $24.99. Mike Cochran price on BD. What was BD? Not David Bowie, that would be DB. BD. Skinnerton. What was BD? What was BD? Let me know what that is, Mike Cochran. Joe Mustard's at 30 on Pink Floyd. I take your Clapton. Can you order another one later? Deal. Yes, I will mark you down. Those will be in tomorrow. But yes, Mark Preston Rogers down Tanner, Sticky, a Clapton one-step Mo-Fi for him. If anybody else wants one, let me know so I know how many to order. That's the last thing I want is a 10 more, 15 more $150 one-step sitting on my shelf. But I figured Clapton would be a pretty good seller, even though I can't believe no one's bought into Carole King or Janis Joplin yet. So Debbie's at $35 on Pink Floyd. Robert's out. Price on Warlock is $39.99. Paul Little, $39.99. Kenny Heathcock takes Elmore James. Jamie Leonard Skinnard is $34.99. Beautiful Day. Beautiful Day, Mike, is $29.99. Romantic Horizon Productions Allied Unofficial, $29.99. Mike, I get yours. Yes, you get the one. Well, Dallas got the one that was on hand. We already sold the one I had on hand, but Dallas got that one. But yes, Randy bought a Carole King. Yes, you did. Kid Rock's Greatest Hits is $36.99. $36.99. Okay, if you want anything else out of that crate, it is never too late. Just let me know. Prices or if you want to buy anything. Okay, John had this one in the crate priced, but I haven't never seen this one. Amy Winehouse, Hidden Treasures, and it's sealed. And this is a $40. No, it's not sealed. It is opened. It is open. I thought it was sealed. I'm sure it's near mint. Yeah. Amy Winehouse, $40 start. I don't think this is in print anymore because I look at Amy Winehouse stuff all the time. I don't think that's in print. $40 start on Amy Winehouse. Near mint's in shrink wrap. And where are we at on Pink Floyd? Last bid I said on Pink Floyd, the last bid was Debbie Whited at $35. I'm going to call this a VG copy. It does have a couple marks on it, noticeable marks. The cover is near mint. Very, very nice cover. Very cool cover too. Of course, it's Pink Floyd. Debbie's at $35, going once, going twice. And Amy is a $40 start. Amy Winehouse. Do you have the Jimi Hendrix Early Experience box sets in? I don't have them in, but they'll be here tomorrow. Those are $139.99. Zach's at $40 on Amy Winehouse. Pink Floyd is Momentary Lapse of Reason. VG copy, current bid is $35. That was a crate of vintage, so let me do this next crate of new vinyl. Next crate of new vinyl. Jonathan's at $50 on Amy Winehouse. You did get the Blue Oyster Cult, Brad, yes. And here is the next bin of new vinyl. Brady Bell's at $36 on Pink Floyd. We have a restock of Prince Purple Rain. This is the 2015 master that was overseen by Prince, and it includes the poster, foil cover, $31.99. No, those hadn't been delivered yet, Jeffrey. Those are due here tomorrow. So we'll have one more mail delivery day tomorrow, another huge mail day, lots of new vinyl. And what I'll do, as I show the releases, I'll let you know what's come in for tonight. But there's some stuff that is due tomorrow, and then we'll have even more that won't make it tomorrow that will be here Monday. So Prince is $31.99, Purple Rain. We have Flamin' Grooves, Shake Some Action. Flamin' Grooves, $31.99. Mastered by Kevin Gray from the original 76 master tapes. Includes inner sleeve. Pressed at RTI on colored vinyl. Produced by Dave Edmonds. Flamin' Grooves, Shake Some Action, $31.99. Joe Musser wants a pink Jimi Hendrix. Put down Joe Musser. By the way, I'm going to have like 3. If Joe's claiming one, I'm only going to have like 3 Jimi Hendrix left, I think. So let me know on that. And as of right now, I don't think I can get any more. Brady Bell, Pink. I think Brady was bidding on Pink Floyd. Yes, Brady was bidding on Pink Floyd. Craig just tagged the set list for Prince Purple Rain. A Questlove John, Summer of Love, original motion picture soundtrack. This is $36.99. This is new from Acoustic Sounds, or I didn't think this was due out this week, but I guess it is. Trio 65, Bill Evans Trio, $36.99. Verve Acoustic Sound Series, $36.99. Bill Evans Trio 65, that is $36.99. By the way, Pink Floyd back here, Momentary Lapse of Reason, Brady Bell is at $45. It's a VG copy. Brady Bell has that. Everyone else is out. Jerry Stone wants Summer Soul, the Summer of Soul. That's sold to Jerry Stone. Preston's at 52 on the Amy Winehouse. Preston's at 52 on the Amy Winehouse. Come out about a year ago. Maybe I knew that's why there was something up on this. Bill Evans Trio, though, Verve Acoustic Sound, that is $36.99. $36.99. Creator, Live Creation. Creator Live Creation. This is a 2LP, $28.99. $28.99. Creator, Live Creation. I don't know why I can't say that right now. $28.99 on that. Zach's out on Amy Winehouse, so Preston has it at 52, going once, going twice, and Pink Floyd is at 45, going once, going twice. I need to take a deep breath. Metallica, I finally found some. This is the only one, their entire catalog we didn't have in stock. Master of Puppets, $29.99. I have 5 available. Metallica, Master of Puppets. Sponge, Lavatorium. Sponge is $28.99, limited edition clear vinyl. Sponge Lavatorium, $28.99. Wayne Heat wants a creator. Creator. Sold to Wayne Heat. Sabotage. This is Power of the Night. $37.99. Pure Heavy Metal. Sabotage 3rd album. Limited edition heavyweight. I think it's colored. Yeah. Crystal clear pop-up gatefold. $37.99. Monster Time. Yeah, I can't. I'm going to need one in about 5 minutes probably. Get my brain refocused. Wayne got Creator. Preston Rogers wants Master of Puppets. I can't get it out. Master of Puppets. Sold to Preston Rogers. These are both going twice. Brady Bell going twice, going 3 times on Pink Floyd. And Amy Winehouse going twice, going 3 times to Preston Rogers. The very best of the Beach Boys, Sounds of Summer. The very best of the Beach Boys, Sounds of Summer. This is the 60th anniversary. 30 newly remastered tracks featuring 16 new mixes. $49.99. $49.99. And we have Toxicity, System of a Down. I'm definitely going to need a monster after this one. The first time I ever showed this album, I said Toxic City, because that's kind of what it looks like, but it's Toxicity. System of a Down, $28.99. I have 2 on hand, and Dustin Chandler, if you're watching, thanks to Dustin reminding me to order more of those. We have those in stock tonight. Randy Davis wants Sod, which is System of a Down. Is that what somebody asked about earlier? We had a band Tuesday night, SOD, and then this is also could be SOD. So we had a big restock of Foo Fighters' Greatest Hits. I've got like 10 coming from multiple places, and we already have about 20 on hand. So I've got a lot of Foo Fighters' Greatest Hits. These are $29.99. Zachary Franklin wants a System of a Down. So does Zachary Franklin. Go ahead and sell these. Preston Rogers gets Amy Winehouse for $52, and Brady Bell gets Pink Floyd for $45. $52 and $45. Tracy Miller wants a Foo Fighters. I highly recommend Foo Fighters, $29.99. Yeah, Stormtroopers of Death is the other SOD. Yeah, I showed that Tuesday. Those will be here tomorrow, the restock for that. And then we have System of a Down too. Some people put SOAD, SOD, System of a Down. Paul Brothers wants one of the Beach Boys. Yeah, this is a new release, by the way. Street date on this is tomorrow, the very best of the Beach Boys. That is a new release. It's like updated liner notes. I mean, this is newly remastered Best of the Beach Boys. That's probably the most complete Beach Boys mastered greatest hits in print right now. It's a very nice capital gatefold. So, dang it, my feed keeps crapping out, and I would have kept going on Amy Winehouse. Sorry, I just sold it. Alex, there's 1 Beach Boys left. 1 Beach Boys left. 1 Beach Boys left. Ed, I think I'm due an Ice Cold Monster. Can you find me one of those, please? Ed's going to do his magic trick and pull out an Ice Cold Monster so I can reset my brain. Keith Canseco, you get a Bill Evans. And Joe Musser wants a Foo Fighters. Joe Musser wants a Foo Fighters. Okay. The Beach Boys is $49.99. $49.99. The Beach Boys 60th anniversary. 30 newly remastered tracks. Tanner, I might have you come over and do the show tonight. Do you want to? Just get a monster, right. Brady Bell wants a Sponge. I'll take another Bill Evans. How much? Or is there another Bill Evans? There's one other. I've got 2 more on hand. This is a new release, by the way. This is $36.99. $36.99. Brady Bell wants a Sponge. Sold to Brady Bell. What did I do with Sponge? Looks like right here. Can't believe no one bought a Sabotage. By the way, their rest of their catalog is being reissued, and I found a way that I can actually get them and secure them. So I'm going to be posting those pre-orders pretty soon. But they announced 2 pre-orders today, but Gutter Ballet, I think that's what it's called, and another one that comes out pretty soon. I'm going to be getting those, so look out for those pre-order posts in our group. Black Sabbath Paranoid. Black Sabbath Paranoid, $38.99. Gatefold 50th Anniversary Edition. These sound really good, especially for Paranoid, which is a noisy album, even for mint condition OGs. This sounds pretty darn good. Black Sabbath Paranoid, $38.99. Dio's birthday, Ronnie James Dio's birthday show, Milwaukee broadcast, 1994, colored vinyl, $41.99. And I had someone waiting on one of these, John Sheehan. John Sheehan, you've got a Dio already pulled for you. Ronnie James Dio's birthday show, Milwaukee broadcast, 1994, colored vinyl, $41.99. $41.99. Great set list too. Mob Rules, Holy Diver, Man on Silver Mountain, Heaven and Hell, Rainbow in the Dark, Strange Highways, Don't Talk to Strangers. He's doing Sabbath stuff, his own stuff. Handful of Rain. Was that something in here, or am I missing something? Handful of Rain. That might be another Sabotage title. Was their list. Yes, Stormtroopers of Death. If you want one of those, they're going to be in tomorrow. Well, I think I only ordered a couple, though. So, Will, if you're interested, I may have to get you some soon. And finally, a basic black vinyl gatefold single disc of Thriller. If you don't want the $100 version coming out in November and you just want to listen to Thriller and you can't find an OG even though they sold 27 million of them, for some reason you can't find them, clean at least. I've seen a lot worn out. These are $28.99, Michael Jackson Thriller. It's the most common record in existence, yet it's asked about every day. People come in, they're like, I'd like a copy of Thriller. I want an original. I'm like, we just don't have them. We buy hundreds of thousands of records a year. We just don't have them. Michael Jackson Thriller is $28.99. So, Sabotage has Handful of Rain, Edge of Thorns coming out next. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go through the rest of this crate one more time. It's pretty good stuff in here. This is Prince Purple Rain, $31.99. If anybody wanted one of those. Prince Purple Rain has a poster with it, foil cover, very cool. I've got one Flaming Grooves, Shake Some Action, $31.99. I've also got 2, I don't know if Jonathan Bodine wanted one or whoever asked, but I've got 2 more Bill Evans Trios, the Acoustic Sounds. That's very good quality stuff there, especially if you're into jazz. As you see, we don't stock a lot of jazz. We really just do rock, pop, and so I have thousands of jazz records. We slip them in occasionally, but most of our show is rock, pop, soul, and a little bit of country. Metallica is $29.99. Sabotage is $37.99. Sean Crupper wants a Prince. And I've got lots of Japanese tonight. That's going to be our next couple auctions, actually, some Japanese presses. Sabotage, that's on clear vinyl, by the way. Foo Fighters' Greatest Hits is $29.99. I figured we had plenty already, but showing it again, we would sell some. Black Sabbath Paranoid is $38.99. That's highly recommend that. Ronnie James Dio, $41.99, and Michael Jackson Thriller, $38.99. Michael Jackson Thriller. I'm going to move that right over here. I'm trying to keep up with the crates a little bit better tonight, what I have and have not gone through. And our next crate is going to be vintage, which was this crate right here, which has some insane stuff in it. Let me separate a couple things. And this is one of those crates that probably half of it could be put up for auction. So we're just going to straight sell them though. The signed Aerosmith. I haven't seen it in a crate, and you know what? I texted John earlier today, and I never did hear back from him, and I forgot to mention it. So Joseph, as of right now, no Aerosmith signed tonight, and I apologize for not getting that, but I don't have that on hand. I don't have that on hand, so I'm just going to come down there and flip through all the jazz stuff someday. All right, sorry I'm having to take a drink of Monster right quick. You got to pay attention to this vintage bin. Lots of really cool stuff. Let me put up a high-end Tom Petty record for bid. This is a sealed Tom Petty original. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, the soundtrack, the songs and the music from She's the One. This is sealed. Where's Linda Hasty at? This is a $240 start. Tom Petty. This is from Kevin's collection. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Songs and Music from She's the One. This came out in 1996. Wow. And it is sealed pristine. Sealed pristine. That's a $240 start. That's up there on the Tom Petty Grail list. Where's Janie at? Where's Linda Hasty? Where's, this is a Tom Petty Grail. $240 start, sealed Tom Petty, She's the One soundtrack from 1996. All right, next let's do, oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. This is like showing a Pablo Cruz, but it's a lot better. This is Ozzy Osbourne, the Randy Rhoads tribute album. This is from Kevin's collection. I don't know if I've actually got to look at this thing. It looks extremely nice. Let's take a look at it, because we're about to put it up for auction. This has an original inner sleeve with it. This is a Grail. I wish this would come back in print. This thing's pretty nice too. Yeah, I think the only thing I really heard John say was it's extremely nice. This is Ozzy Osbourne Randy Rhoads tribute album. You know, I posted this in the group, or I posted this on Facebook. It got a couple, I think someone maybe said something about it in the comments, but you know, usually this like blows people's mind. But I think we've had so many fantastic records lately. This kind of just slips in there. But Ozzy Osbourne Randy Rhoads tribute. So this is essentially, it's a live concert. It's Ozzy live. Came out, of course, after Randy Rhoads tragically passed away, plane crash. And we'll start this at $50. This thing is very, 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 very nice. $50 start on the Randy Rhoads tribute album, Ozzy Osbourne. I'm going to run it through the ultrasonic. After it sells tonight, I'm going to run it through the ultrasonic myself. And what Bob was reading my mind. Yeah, those inner sleeves are kind of heavy. They're very glossy inner sleeves. I'm going to personally run this through the ultrasonic and put it in anti-statics for you. Personally, myself. Jeff Bergman's at $50. So that's our next two auctions. Let's go through this crate. There's some Ozzy in here, so have your Ozzy comments ready if you're looking for some Ozzy, but make sure you want it before you claim it. This is a check condition bin too, so these aren't top copies, they're check condition. Johnny Cash, A Thing Called Love, VG Plus, $9.99. Excuse me. Johnny Cash, A Thing Called Love, VG Plus, $9.99. Johnny Cash at San Quentin, VG Plus, $14.99. Back-to-back cash. Jeff Bergman is high bid right now at $65. Everyone else is out. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, 3 Johnnies in a row. This is a VG copy for $9.99. VG copy for $9.99. Johnny Cash, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Alan Jonathan, he takes Johnny Cash at San Quentin, sold to Alan Jonathan. So I've also got Blood, Sweat, and Tears and A Thing Called Love. Paul Brothers, you're second. Your pick on the Cash albums. Bill Haley's Chicks. Bill Haley's and His Comets. VG Plus, $19.99. Bill Haley's Chicks. Bill Haley and His Comets. VG Plus, $19.99. Paul Brothers wants the last 2 Cash albums left. Bill Haley is $19.99. Calvin Ward is high bid on the tribute album at $90. Ozzy, Ultimate Sin, a VG copy for $49.99. Could I auction this? Obviously, I guess technically you can auction anything. Should I have auctioned it? Probably, but VG copy, $49.99. Let me see if it has any of the inserts with it. It's got the original inner sleeve and no merch order form, but it has the original inner sleeve with it. Ultimate Sin. It is a VG copy though. It's a VG copy. That is VG $49.99. Ultimate Sin. Heart Magazine. Heart Magazine is EX $17.99, and Jefferson Starship Gold is a VG Plus $14.99. Calvin Ward, we got 3 bidders it looks like on tribute album. Calvin Ward has surpassed or has hit the $100 mark. Jeff Whitney claims Ozzy Ultimate Sin. So Jeff Whitney, you were first to claim that. That album in near mint condition has, well, we've sell them in near mint now. The floor is 100. for near mint copies of that record. A VG is about half the condition. That's why it's 50. Charlie Daniels Band, Million Mile Reflections is EX $22.99. Charlie Daniels Band, if you like Devil Went Down to Georgia, you can find it on that album. Eddie Money, Can't Hold Back. Eddie Money is a VG Plus $9.99. That's a gold stamp promo. Mr. Eddie Money. Fleetwood Mac, Rumors, VG Plus $24.99. A US pressing, has the insert with it. Actually, it has the insert with it, but it also has an inner sleeve. That's from Tusk. I think it just has a standard wide inner sleeve. Yeah, and you get a bonus. Insert. That's a sleeve from Tusk. That's not from Rumors. That is VG Plus $24.99. Alan Jonathan, first to the Eddie Money. Jeff Bergman's out on the tribute album. Chris McMillan, you were second on Eddie Money, and Susie, you were third. Eddie Money sold to Alan. So Calvin Ward is at $100 on the Ozzy tribute album. Going once, going twice. Donnie Haney takes the Fleetwood Mac, sold to Donnie Haney. If anybody wants to buy Tom Petty, you can buy it for $239.99. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, She's the One soundtrack. Extremely tough to get. Sealed. $239.99. I'm putting that over here in the did not sell pile. Tom Petty. She's the One. All right, so let's put up an extremely nice copy of Led Zeppelin 4. It's a Japanese press. Next auction, Hugh Lynch, the Jefferson Starship was a VG Plus condition, $14.99. Let's see what this thing looks like. We're going to put this up for a $45 start. I can tell you that right away, and I can promise you this thing is probably pristine. It is. This is a flawless Japanese pressing P10125A of Led Zeppelin 4. $45 start. Wow, look at the art on that. It's a beautiful gatefold. Of course, it should have some inner sleeves and inserts. There's the Japanese insert, Led Zeppelin 4, and then there's the original inner sleeve. $45 start, Led Zeppelin 4, near mint with Obi. Beautiful, pristine copy. Ozzy is at $100. This is the Calvin Ward at $100, going twice, going 3 times. If you want to bid, you've got about 60 seconds left on my mental clock. Hugh Lynch said he will take the Jefferson Starship. Hugh Lynch will take the Jefferson Starship. Eddie bid 45, Robert bid 45, Robert bid 55. Ron Phillips takes the Heart magazine, sold to Ron Phillips. Is Ron a new buyer with us? Ron, if you're a new buyer with us, thank you and welcome. Please message our page. It looks like you're watching on YouTube, or it looks like you're watching on Facebook, so please message our page, Collectco. We need your email address and your mailing address, and that's all we need from you. We're having 2 more shows this week, $7 unlimited shipping, and you won't get an invoice from us until Monday, though. We sell a lot of records here on Facebook. It takes us all weekend to get invoices ready, and it takes us all day Monday to really get them sent out. We do them one at a time to hundreds of customers, and but that's when you'll hear from us. But thank you. Led Zeppelin's at 100, pristine copy. Ozzy's got about 30 seconds left. Wow. A promo copy of El Loco. Let's see if it's actually a white label promo. This is a VG copy, though. VG, a little bit lower grade. $12.99, though, for El Loco. Gold stamp promo on the front. No promo label. Preston's at 100 on Led Zeppelin. And Robert's back in at 110. Steely Dan, Katie Lied. VG Plus, $24.99. VG Plus, $24.99. Katie Lied. You know what? It's tough to find near mint Steely Dan albums. It's just a challenge. ZZ Top sold to Jonathan Bodine. Jonathan Bodine. Kevin Willis was a close second, and Susie was a close third. Adam and the Ant, Prince Charming, or Adam and the Ants, plural, a VG copy for $9.99. If you're just hopping on, this is only about our second vintage bin of the night. This is check condition stuff, so a little bit lower grade. Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell, a VG copy for $29.99. Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell. Michael Church wants Katie Lied. Mark Robinson was first to Adam and the Ants. Mark Robinson, and Richard Davis, you were second on that one. Let's go ahead and sell Ozzy before someone slips in too late and then I feel guilty and have to take the bid, and Calvin Ward's been waiting patiently for about 5 minutes. Calvin Ward, you get the Ozzy tribute album for 100 on the nose. So do you, 100 on the nose. And it looks like Led Zeppelin's high bid right now is Robert V. Robert V's at 110 on the Led Zeppelin. Adam and the Ant went to Mark Robinson. Richard and Doug was next. Alan Jonathan first on Black Sabbath. And the next record is Pink Floyd. Wow, I told y'all this is a good bin. Wish You Were Here. This is a VG copy for $32.99. Let's see if it has any cool inserts with it. It has the original inner sleeve. I'll tell you something I never can find. Actually, he said pass on Black Sabbath, so you can bring that one back. I never can find the postcard. And this one don't have one either. It does have a vintage, has the original inner sleeve though. Pink Floyd, $32.99. VG copy. Looks like a 1975 US OG. Brady Bell takes Pink Floyd. Okay, and Alan said Jonathan already had El Loco, so give that one to Kevin Willis. Kevin, you get El Loco. Black Sabbath is still available, and Pink Floyd is sold to Brady Bell. Black Sabbath Heaven and Hell is still available. It's a VG copy for $29.99. Ronnie James Dio on vocals on that one. Led Zeppelin is going twice, going 3 times to Robert V. Going twice, going 3 times. Tom Petty, Long After Dark. Tom Petty, Long After Dark is a VG copy for $14.99. Long After Dark, VG copy. Ozzy, Diary of a Madman. Obviously a VG looking cover and VG vinyl. $24.99, Diary of Madman. Mark Robinson first to Tom Petty. Led Zeppelin's at 110, going twice, going 3 times now. If you're done bidding, please let me know. If you're still bidding, you've got about 60 seconds left. Tom Petty sold to Mark Robinson. Kevin, these won't be available until Monday. Anything bought tonight, we just really can't have it ready until Monday. Susie is next on Tom Petty. Jonathan is third. And Jamie was fourth. Madonna, Like a Virgin, is a VG Plus $19.99. Madonna, Like a Virgin, VG Plus $19.99. The Time is a VG Plus $19.99. I wish I could, but if I told you yes, then 1, it would cause problems, and then 2, everyone else would want to be picking up the next day too. I hope you understand. It's always Monday pickups. Even if you buy on Tuesday, you have to wait till Monday. It just completely messes up our rhythm. Alan Jonathan first to Time. Japanese Metallica. I don't have any Japanese Metallica. I wish I did. Styx, The Grand Illusion. Styx, The Grand Illusion is a VG Plus $14.99. And Styx, The Serpent is Rising. Don't see that one too often. A VG copy, $12.99. And I think when we have got them, they're never near mint. I'm going to wait right there because I think there's some other Styx. And Preston says he's out. All right, let's sell Led Zeppelin 10. Robert V. I'm calling him Robert V because I don't want to butcher saying his last name. Gets the Led Zeppelin 4 for $110, Tanner. So to Robert. Let me pull out a couple other things over here. I don't have any Japanese Metallica, but I do have some sealed Metallica. And I've got, what else is over here? I got a lot of cool stuff over here. I got some stuff I'm going to put up for, I got another Hendrix Japanese pressing from the other night. And I got a Black Sabbath. Let's do some Pink Floyd. We got some heavy hitters over here. Sabbath, Floyd's, Petty's. Tilma Smoot wants Madonna. Well, I misread that completely. Sticks to Tilma Smoot, and he wants Serpent is Rising. So if anybody wants Grand Illusion, it's still available. Jamie Miller, Madonna. Madonna is a VG Plus for $19.99. Valdivia. Put up the Black Sabbath. Here's the one I was about to put up. It's Black Sabbath, the collection. Let's take a look at it. First thing you need to know is about the cover. The cover is wavy. It looks like, if I seen this jacket, let me take it out of the sleeve. If I seen this jacket anywhere else, I would say, uh-oh, this is doomed. it's warped or wet. It may have got wet, but the discs are fine. I'll show you that in just a second. But this jacket is like really, I don't know if y'all can see that. It looks like a wave is gone. It looks like it got electrocuted. Black Sabbath, the collection. Really cool gatefold though. Look at that picture. Yeah, it looks like it got drenched. This was pressed in the UK. Let me refresh myself on the condition. I think this one was pretty nice. Yeah. So I'm going to call it a VG Plus. This is a Black Sabbath 2 LP compilation. Paranoid, Behind the Wall Sleep, Sleeping Village, Warning. That's like Black Sabbath 1. War Pigs. That's pretty much Paranoid, or the selected tracks. It's a Black Sabbath collection. And this is a, I don't know, we'll say a $1 start. We'll do a $1 start. Let me read all the tracks. Paranoid, Behind the Wall of Sleep, Sleeping Village, Warning. War Pigs, Hand of Doom, Planet Caravan, Electric Funeral, Rat Salad. Iron Man, After Forever, Supernaut, St. Vitus Dance, Wheels of Confusion, Snowblind, Killing Yourself to Live, Sadra, Carbra, and The Writ. So this is, it's a VG Plus. Some of the discs, like I say on these 2 disc things, some of them's pretty nice actually. But this is a pretty cool Black Sabbath compilation. Brady Pate is at 15, and then I'll get caught up in the comments. Yeah. It's been played, but well taken care of. And the discs are a little, or the cover is, I guess you could call it wavy or warped, just FYI. Nice looking compilation though. Pretty cool sound. I'll listen to that one, pretty sure. I have another compilation later. No, that's not an official release, no. No way. No, I don't think Black Sabbath ever really had an official greatest hits out. They had that thing on NIMS, but Lily McCurry takes the other sticks. Let me get caught up here. Lily McCurry, Tanner gets Sticks, Grand Illusion. Jamie Miller wants the Madonna. Robert Campbell takes Heaven and Hell. And Lily McCurry wants a Kid Rock, Greatest Hits. I still got those available. 2 LP, sealed new, $36.99. Brady's at 15 on Black Sabbath. Jeff's at 17. It's not official. Deborah, you were second on Madonna. Jonathan Bodine's at 25 on Sabbath. The next record is another hits. It's Jimi Hendrix Smash Hits. This is a pristine Japanese pressing. No check condition on this one. It is pristine. It is really, really nice. And this one will start. There's the Jimi Hendrix. If y'all seen the other ones we sold the other night, this one, same thing. $65 start on this, and it has the book. Purple Haze, Wind Cries Mary. Yeah, this is very, very nice. $65 start on this. Preston, this is the one I didn't get to the other night. We sold Are You Experienced, Axis, and I didn't get to this one, Smash Hits. The Aussie, oh, let me get this back in there. The Aussie was $24.99, I think. Aussie is a VG copy for $24.99. UB40, Jeffrey Morgan, VG Plus $14.99. Preston's at $65 on Hendrix. Jonathan's at $25 on the Black Sabbath. Mothers of Invention. I think this one's technically called, I guess it's what it says on the cover. Weasels Rip My Flesh. That is a VG Plus, $44.99. Brady is out on Black Sabbath, so Jonathan has that for $25, going once, going twice. I do have a classic rock collected. I have one left on hand, Jerry. I have one left. Pink Floyd Works. Pink Floyd is a VG Plus, $44.99. It's a 1983. The top seam is completely slipped, completely split. VG Plus, $44.99. Pink Floyd Works. What label is Weasels on? Weasels is on a blue and green Reprise Bizarre label. So Jerry, let me know. He said he will take it. Okay. I don't know where I restacked the new vinyl from that was on the table. I think on this table right there. Yeah, should be in one of those last 2 crates. Okay. Pink Floyd Umaguma is a VG Plus. VG Plus, just $29.99. Pink Floyd Umaguma, VG Plus, $29.99. Black Talk, Charles Erlin, Black Talk, and that is a VG Plus, $24.99. Black Sabbath is going twice. This is a 2 LP collection or greatest hits. 2 LP collection or greatest hits. That's going to Jonathan Bodine twice, going 3 times for $25. And Jimi Hendrix Smash Hits is $65 to Preston, going once, going twice. Susie, you're first on Pink Floyd. Let me know if you want Works or Uma Guma. And you can just put UM for Uma Guma. I'll know what you mean. Freddie Hubbard, Keep Your Soul Together. Freddie Hubbard on CTI. That's in shrink wrap. VG Plus $19.99. Deborah, you're second on Pink Floyd. Who is this? VG copy, Valhalla. Valhalla, self-titled. VG copy, $39.99. Josh Stamps wants a Kid Rock's Greatest Hits. Josh, thank you. First-time buyer, please message our page. That is collect code. We need your mailing address and email address. If you've heard that already, then you know what to do. If you need more instructions, there's not really a lot more other than message our page, and you can keep buying records. It'll really save you on shipping. Will it cost you more money in the end because you're buying? Yes, but $7 shipping really makes it a lot easier when you buy 5 or 10 records, right? Deborah said never mind on Pink Floyd. Okay, Susie wanted Uma Guma. Sell that to Susie Breedlove. These are now going twice. Final call, I'll say. 25 and 65 on those. Robert, you did get Heaven and Hell, yes.
Susie had a Kid Rock Greatest Hits last week.
And Susie, you got a Kid Rock's Greatest Hits last week, so you already have one on one of your invoices. Leonard Skinner, pronounced Leonard Skinner, is a VG copy, $14.99. Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms, is a VG copy, $14.99. Times Square soundtrack. Times Square soundtrack is a VG, $19.99. And The Essential Jimi Hendrix, a VG copy, $14.99. This is a 2 LP. Does it have the 7-inch with it? Possibly. No. It feels heavy enough to. I guess not. Just 2 LP, Jimi Hendrix, Essential Jimi Hendrix, VG copy, $14.99. Deborah Devaney on Dire Straits. And let's go ahead and sell these auctions. Deborah gets Dire Straits. Jimi Hendrix goes to Preston Rogers for $65. And Black Sabbath Ultimate Collection, I think that's a deal for a 2 LP Greatest Hits. I know the cover's messed up, and it's a VG Plus, but still. That goes to Jonathan Bodine for $25. And Jamie Miller wants this Jimi Hendrix. Mick, you were second. And we have Free Live is a VG Plus $19.99. This next record, I'm going to auction. That's why I seen it coming up, and I was going to go ahead and end those two back there. This is Outcast, Speaker Box, and The Love Below. I was making sure this is an OG before I said it was. I think, of course, this album came out as 4 LPs, 2 double albums. This label, I think when I looked at this was an OG press from 2003. $40 start. The vinyl overall is a VG Plus. Arista label, Outcast, and I knew it wasn't 180 gram. I could tell by that because I know we just got some of these in stock on 180 gram. But this is, that's Outcast, and it is a OG press. Hop sticker. Most of this is from Kevin's collection. I know the Outcast was, and most of this is from Kevin's collection in Birmingham. Hank Williams Jr., Man of Steel, Zachary's at $50 on Outcast. VG Plus, $17.99 on Hank Williams Jr. The Best of the Animals is EX, $19.99. Led Zeppelin 2. Led Zeppelin 2 is a VG Plus, $34.99. This is a 5-digit Atlantic reissue. VG Plus, $34.99. And we have Led Zeppelin Coda. Led Zeppelin Coda is a VG copy for $19.99. And Led Zeppelin Presents. What a way to end the crate. VG, $14.99. And we have a Robert Plant. And we have a Robert Plant Now and Zen. VG Plus, $14.99. Robert Plant Now and Zen. Do you have Now Country 80s? I don't think I have that in stock right now. Zachary is at, let's see, 50 on Outcast, going once, going twice. Brady, Tracks on Hank. Give me 1 second on that. Let me pull first. Calvin Ward was first to Led Zeppelin 2. Jason, The Condition of the Animals was EX. That's not bad. That means pretty close to cover. Looks like a VG. Has a little bit of damage there at the bottom. It is a gatefold cover. Jason, that's yours if you want it. Ron Phillips, you were second to Led Zeppelin 2. Kevin Willis wants Now and Zen. That's sold to Kevin Willis. Jody Ruffner was first to Led Zeppelin Coda. Susie looks like you were second. Susie was first. Jeff was second to Robert Plant. So we still have a copy of Led Zeppelin Presence in here. Led Zeppelin Presence, and that is VG 1499. Swan Song, Gatefold, OG, VG copy. Jason said he will pass on Animals. All right, let's go through this crate very quickly. And Craig just posted Brady the track listing for Hank Williams. Leonard Skinner was a VG copy for $14.99. We have Bill Haley, VG Plus $19.99. Charlie Daniels, Million Mile Reflections, EX $22.99. Ozzy, Diary of a Madman, a VG copy, $24.99. UB40 is a VG Plus $14.99. These are all still available. Pink Floyd Works is still available, VG Plus $44.99. Mothers of Invention, Weasels Ripped My Flesh, that's a VG Plus $44.99. Black Talk, Charles Erland is a VG Plus $24.99. Axel is at 51 on the Outcast record. Ron Phillips wants Leonard Skinner. Freddie Hubbard, Keep Your Soul Together. Freddie Hubbard is a VG Plus $19.99. Ron Phillips on Leonard Skinner. I hadn't pulled that yet, but I will right now so I don't get mixed up. Ron Phillips gets Leonard Skinner. Axel's at 51 on Outcast. Kevin said he already had Robert Plant. So Susie Breedlove, you get the Robert Plant. Kevin said he already had it. So that goes to Susie. Lily McCurry wants Led Zeppelin Presence. Zachary's at 52 on Outcast. Valhalla is a VG copy for $39.99. Times Square soundtrack. Lots of big artists on here. Talking Heads, Lou Reed, Gary Newman, Susie Quattro. VG copy $19.99. Dylan Weishaupt on UB40 sold to Dylan. And we have Free Live as a VG Plus $19.99. Hank Williams Jr., that's available. Brady, if you want it, that is a VG Plus for $17.99. Axel's at 53 on Outcast. And the Best of the Animals, EX $19.99. I have already showed Woodstock. Yes, if you want one, I will gladly sell it to you. Crosby, Stills, Nash, Woodstock, 2LP, $41.99. Okay, so Axel is at 53 on Outcast. I've already showed that Tom Petty. I've got a couple of Stones records here. Let me put up another Pink Floyd. I got Saucerful of Secrets, The Vision Bell, and Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Japanese, Adam Hart Mother, and I've got Robert Plant, Manic Nirvana. Let's put up this copy of Adam Hart Mother, this Japanese pressing. Wow, take a look at this. I'll show it in details in 1 second. The starting bid is going to be $55. Kelly Deck takes a Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young Woodstock. Sold to Kelly. If anybody else wants one, $41.99. We still got Queensryche, Tool, and Kid Rock's Greatest Hits. I've got 5 Kid Rock's Greatest Hits left. Let me grab a crate before I show those next two auctions. Axel is at 50. No, Zachary's at 55 on Outcast. All right. If you're watching on I just got a notification somebody subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, especially for the first time, please let me know, Please subscribe to our channel. I do other videos on there. We also stream to YouTube, so you'll get notifications when we're live. So we'll do that soon. High-end crate. Yes, the high-end stuff will kind of be mixed in with auctions. I won't actually have a high-end crate to flip through. I mean, at some point we will. I've got putbacks, Japanese, and a lot of the high-end stuff we're going to kind of be auctioning. So, okay. Axel's out on Outcast, so this is Zachary Franklin's for $55, going once, going twice. Let me show Pink Floyd in detail. Looks like we already got a couple bids. The condition is pristine. This is a Pink Floyd Adam Hart Mother. Wow. Very nice. Looks like it has a couple sleeve scuffs up in here, right in here. A lot of the stuff we buy is already pre-graded, so, you know, we just kind of have to inspect it. Gatefold pressing. And I think I was in the middle of a sentence there that I didn't finish. But if you're a new buyer, there's some kind of Pink Floyd and Beatles insert. Please subscribe. What I was saying is please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And make sure if you're watching on Facebook for the first time, make sure you've liked our Facebook page. Current bid on this is $56. This is Pink Floyd, Adam Heartmother. Very nice copy. Check out that Obi. Very cool. Robert Campbell's at $60. All right. There's not a OG Obscured by Clouds. No Obscured by Clouds. I do have Piper and I do have Saucer Full of Secrets. Have I missed any other comments? Shane 56, Putbacks, Pink Floyd. Y'all love putbacks, don't you? I make y'all wait on those because people ask about those the most, so I really build those up. Toto 4 is the next record. This is the Record Store Day Essential. They actually let us have these, even though we don't have, even though we're not Record Store Day, they actually let us have these. I don't understand that. This is a Record Store Day Essential, a Toto 4 for $31.99. $31.99, Toto 4. This is on Bloodshot rare. This is on colored red Bloodshot vinyl, $31.99. Toto 4, $31.99. I promise you, the records I'm going to be showing in these other bins are much better than the putbacks. Even though there's some great records in the putbacks, I usually try to show what's best first. So if there was like absolutely crazy records in the putbacks, we'd go over there first. But I think all the bins are crazy tonight. Toto 4. So as of right now, this is the only one in print, and it's on colored vinyl. It's red vinyl, Toto 4. Yes, it has Africa on it. Pink Floyd is at $65, and Tanner's back up here, so go ahead and sell this to Zachary Franklin for $55. Outcast sold to Zachary Franklin for $55. Toto 4, that's $31.99. This is also, Toto's a new release. Street date on that is technically for Saturday, and this is a new release for tomorrow. This is David Bowie, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust, $29.99. This is a new half-speed master. Let me read you this hype sticker. It's pretty interesting. Half-Speed Master, this record was cut on a fully customized late Newman VM-S80 lathe with fully recapped electronics for 192 kilohertz restored masters of the original Trident Studio master tapes with no additional processing or transfer. $29.99. $29.99. That's a new David Bowie half-speed master. Yes, let me read the list for Toto 4. Forgot that I did that. Robert Campbell is at 67 on Pink Floyd. Toto 4, we've already sold several. Toto 4, Scott Corcoran, John Matthews, Chrissy Clark, Scott Snee, Linda Hasty, Jeffrey Walker, Hannah Reeder, Susie Breelove, and Grant Peltzer. That is everybody who's on a Toto 4, except for Paul Brothers. He's claiming one right now. This is $31.99. Red vinyl, red splatter vinyl, $31.99. And then Bowie, let me read those off. So Toto 4, I think I've got 8 left now, Toto 4. Shane McKinney wants a David Bowie, and let me read off everybody who claimed one of those early. David Bowie, where are you, David? David Bowie. Jason Kenton, Chase Gaither, Christopher Darnell, John Miller, and Brian Bauer. Jason Kenton, Chase Gaither, Christopher Darnell, John Miller, and Brian Bauer. And then I just pulled one for Shane McKinney. I was late to add for the Bowie pre-order. So, Paul, do you want me to pull you one? I'm pretty sure. I guess that's what you mean by that. If so, I just did. Let me know if that's not right. Preston's at 80 on the Pink Floyd. And Mick says he will take a David Bowie. So that's a new half-speed master cut from the, that's a, I mean, for a pure analog, that's fantastic. $29.99. I'm sure that's going to sound phenomenal. I have 2 left and plenty of Totos. AC/DC, Blow Up Your Video. I feel like I've been getting these 2 every show for the last 5 shows, so we evidently got a lot of them. I've sold several, though. Blow Up Your Video is $28.99. We have, yes, 9012 Live, the solos. Music on vinyl, 9012 Live, the solos. Limited edition, 1,500 individually numbered copies on silver colored vinyl. $39.99. Jim Anstant wants a David Bowie. I have 1 left. Tillman Smoot takes a David Bowie. We are now sold out. If anybody else wants one, it will be on a waiting list. Pink Floyd, Preston Rogers is at 80. Frank Kilpatrick accidentally sent a random laughing emoji, which he does by accident quite often. One time he sent a random train emoji, and the train wasn't coming through, so I think that was by accident. Susie, I'll put you first. I'll put you first on the David Bowie wait list, and Ron Phillips, I will pull you a Toto 4. Toto 4. The price on the Mothers of Invention from the last crate, Jerry Stone, the Weasels. Weasels was a VG Plus, $44.99. Experience Hendrix. Susie, I've already got one pulled for you. This is Experience Hendrix, the best of Jimi Hendrix. $29.99. Purple Haze, Fire, Wind Cries Mary, Hey Joe, All Along the Watchtower. That's side one. It's Jimi Hendrix's greatest hits. 2 LP official release, only $29.99. 2 LPs. And then here's another one that I realized we were out of stock of. Jimi Hendrix Live at Berkeley. Definite 2 LP collection, Jimmy's Complete Performance. Original sequence with 8-page book. $26.99. Jimi Hendrix Live at Berkeley. What I'd say, Ray Charles, this is a music on vinyl. I combined mono and vinyl into the same word. Music on vinyl, mono cut. What I'd say, Ray Charles, music on vinyl, $39.99. I have 3 of those available. The Tarantino Experience Reloaded, 2 LP, red and yellow vinyl. Quentin Tarantino, $39.99. Stacy Metternich wants a Jimi Hendrix Greatest Hits. Frank Kilpatrick is at $85 on Pink Floyd. And that reminds me, we need to put up another auction record. I was going to straight sell this one, but I had it on Facebook, so I figured there would be some people ask about it. This is Robert Plant, Manic Nirvana. This came out in 1990, and this is a pristine copy. Very, very nice. Robert Plant, Manic Nirvana. Original inner sleeve. That is a $50 start. Robert Plant, Manic Nirvana. Robert Plant, Manic Nirvana. $50 start on that. Frank's at $85 on Pink Floyd. Miss 80s wants a Tarantino Experience. Lindy wants to know hold on a second. Lindy wants to know the track listing. Craig will copy and paste it. It will save us a lot of time. But Quentin Tarantino, very well known for, of course, the music in his films. Just always great selections. $39.99. That is the reloaded one. So we'll make sure Lindy doesn't want this one, and then Miss 80s, you'll be second. And give me a second, and I will show I'll actually show the rush to make sure nobody else wants one, because I'm going to have a few extra to sell by the first of next week. Ice Nine Kills. The Predator Becomes the Prey. Ice Nine Kills, $29.99. Nirvana Black Album, which is essentially a Nirvana's greatest hits. $36.99. $36.99. Tracy Miller wants a Jimi Hendrix Greatest Hits. Tilma Smoot wants QT and James Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, that's some great soundtracks. Craig might not be able to find the track list on that one. If not, I'll read it in just a second. Forrest Gump. This isn't the music on vinyl. They've actually pressed a new Forrest Gump soundtrack, not music on vinyl. This is just Sony Legacy. Yeah, I mean, this is just the official Sony. These are now $10 cheaper, though, than the music on vinyl. They're $36.99, the Forrest Gump soundtrack. The music on vinyl that we still have in stock, those are now $46.99. This U.S. pressing is now just $36.99. Joe Musser wants a Nirvana. There we go. Craig did the track list for us. I owe Craig like we're going to have to send him like a cake or something. Preston, let me know if you're out on the Pink Floyd, because Frank Kilpatrick's at $85. That's going once, going twice. The Frank Kilpatrick. Preston, I need to know if you're in or out. I will greatly speed it up, selling it if you're out. And if anybody wants to bid, if anybody wants to buy Robert Plant, I'm going to put this up for what I was going to, or I'll sell it right now for what we was going to price it. $49.99. Robert Plant, Manic Nirvana, $49.99. Craig's over here sweating trying to copy and paste set list as an unpaid employee. He's probably like, why don't you just read it off? Robert Plant's $49.99 if anybody wants it. Lily McCurry. I was waiting for someone to bid. Too late now. Sold to Lillian, $49.99. And Adam Stein was next, and Chris Kirkley. No one bid. Y'all had a better chance. Sold to Lillian. Adam, you were next, and Chris Kirkley. What's the next record? The legendary No Nukes concerts. Bruce Springsteen, E Street Band. Includes the entire explosive 90-minute performance on 2 LP. Bruce Springsteen, the No Nukes concert from 1979, $43.99. Craig deserves a discount. A cake. He needs a sweet discount. That's true. Miss Plant going up. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was in the back. I'm about to sell Pink Floyd for $85. That's going twice, going 3 times. Frank has a delayed connection, but I was just making sure Preston didn't want to bid again before I sold it. This is the first time I've ever had a new pressing of this. Chicago's Greatest Hits, $29.99, new and sealed. Chicago's Greatest Hits. That's their greatest hits. It actually says made in Germany, $29.99. Preston's in on Pink Floyd at $90. That's what I was waiting on. This is the Street Born. Now, before you claim one of this, let me read a few things. Street Born, the ultimate and essential guide to hip-hop. When we ordered these, we thought it was another hip-hop compilation, and we compared it to the Hip Hop Collected, and there was a lot of different tracks. They shipped this to us, and then they surprised us with this at the bottom. Re-recording. So we're assuming that these aren't the original recordings, as in the ones with an asterisk next to it, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tracks. And there's 10, 20. 6 tracks on here are re-recordings. Other than that, it's the real stuff. But the ones with an asterisk, the Wild Thing, Tone Loc, Push It, Salt and Pepper, Hip Hop Hooray, Naughty by Nature, the Houdini song, the Coolio, that is and it's colored vinyl. So I guess it's 75% original recordings. Now the re-recordings, I don't know if that's re-recordings by those artists or if it's some other people on there doing those songs and they couldn't get the licensing for them. I really don't know. But this is $43.99, Street Born, the ultimate and essential guide to hip-hop. It's a 2 LP. But it says re-recording next to those, and it's 6 of the 20 tracks. Frank's out. Okay, so Pink Floyd, Adam Hart Mother, Japanese pressing with Obi, $90 with Preston Rogers. That is going twice, going 3 times. Track listing on Ray Charles and track listing on Chicago's Greatest Hits. Craig just did Chicago's Greatest Hits, and I can do Ray Charles if Craig can't find it. A Perfect Circle, 13th Step, music on vinyl, $46.99. The B-52s live, Rock in Rockets, 1998. B-52s, 2 LP live, B-52s, $29.99. Duran Duran live, Thanksgiving live, the Ultra Chrome Latex and Steel Tour. Now, there's no way they only press these. They've been putting the same hype sticker on here, 1,000 copies worldwide. If that's true, that's incredible because I think it's just hard to believe, but there may only be 1,000. Duran Duran is $34.99. Mike Massey wants a B-52s. I got one of those left. The live Duran Duran, by the way, that is on colored vinyl. That is $34.99. The Information Society, this was technically a new reissue. Street date was today. Clear vinyl, $28.99. Information Society. Joe Barrios, I got one of those pulled for you. Joe Barrios, you were on a waiting list. Reservoir Dogs soundtrack, $38.99. Reservoir Dogs, this is a new back in stock from Music on Vinyl, $38.99. And Bryan Adams, this is a new album. Bryan Adams, So Happy It Hurts, $29.99. $29.99. I'm passing on the QT. Somebody else wanted it. Oh, the Quentin Tarantino, yes. So Quentin Tarantino, it's on that then. Miss 80s. Miss 80s gets the Quentin Tarantino. The Ray Charles is What I'd Say. Ray Charles, it has What I'd Say Part 1 and 2, Jumping in the Morning, You Be My Baby, Tell Me How Do You Feel, What Kind of Man Are You, Rock House Part 1 and 2, Rove Me Baby, Tell All the World About You, My Bonnie, and That's Enough. That is Ray Charles. Eric Beck wants Bryan Adams. Jerry Stone, I've already got one pulled for you. Unless you want another one, I've already got one pulled for you. And then Eric Beck, there's one for you. Sponge will be on next week. Or Sponge don't even come out for a while. Sponge isn't out for a while. That's a pre-order. Prince, Controversy, $29.99. Prince Controversy, $29.99. And then Hank Williams Jr.'s new album, Rich White Honky Blues. Rich, R-I-C-H, White Honky Blues. That is $29.99. Indie exclusive gold and black splatter vinyl. I think it even sparkles. And I had several people pre-order that one. Hank Williams Jr. Hank Williams Jr. Where are you, Hank? Kevin Tays, Jamie Sperlin, Cody Chandler, Bob Reiger, and Jason Kenton. Kevin Tays, Jamie Sperlin, Cody Chandler, Bob Reiger, and Jason Kenton. That is the new Hank Williams Jr. album. Brian Glick wants one, and I've got one left. So here's what's left in here. Here's what's left in here. Toto 4, red splatter vinyl, Record Store Day Essential, $31.99. Tanner, go ahead and sell Pink Floyd to Preston for $90. Preston Rogers on the Pink Floyd Adam Hart Mother. The Reservoir Dogs is $38.99. That's a music on vinyl at the movies pressing. Will Harper wants a Prince Controversy. I'm telling you, Toto 4, Store Day Essential. AC/DC, Blow Up Your Video, $28.99. Yes, 9012 Live, the solos, $39.99. Jimi Hendrix Live at Berkeley is $26.99. Shane McKinney wants a Reservoir Dogs. I think I've already pulled one over there, Tanner, for Chad Bennett. He was on a waiting list from like months ago. Yeah, there's one I already pulled for him. Okay. Was he on the Toto list? Jeffrey Walker, you were. Toto, once again, the Toto was Scott Corcoran, John Matthews, Chrissy Clark, Scott Sneed, Linda Hasty, Jeffrey Walker, Hannah Reeder, Susie Breedlove, and Grant Peltzer. Jimi Hendrix Live at Berkeley. We still got all three of the Ray Charles, What I'd Say, $39.99. The Nirvana Black Album, $36.99. Nirvana self-titled technically. Forrest Gump, $36.99. Talk about a great soundtrack. I don't have the energy in me to read off all the tracks, but it's fantastic. Bruce Springsteen still available, $43.99. Chicago's Greatest Hits, fantastic assortment of songs. The Street Born Hip Hop compilation is $43.99. A Perfect Circle is $46.99. Duran Duran, $34.99. I have sold a ton of those. Information Society, $28.99. One Reservoir Dogs left, if anybody, whoever asked about it, wants it, $38.99. There's another Ray Charles. Prince, $29.99, two of those left, and one Hank Williams Jr. new album. That is $29.99. Time for a new bin of vintage and some new auctions. New bin of vintage and some new auctions. Let me grab the next bin of vintage. Let's see what this looks like. I think we got some people waiting on some putbacks too. Let me do this bin. I'm going to do this bin. Then another bin of new vinyl, then we'll do putbacks. We probably won't be taking a break tonight. So just so everybody knows, we probably won't be pausing. We have too much to go through. I don't want to drop the feed and then we lose a few people because they can't find it or they decide not to come back. We like to keep it rolling so y'all know where we're at. I'm going to mix a couple of these up so we don't have 5 Styx albums in a row. And mix up these Tom Pettys so we don't have 5 Tom Pettys in a row. And there's some cool Tom Petty stuff in here, just FYI, for our Tom Petty people. All right. Brady Bell wants a Information Society. Let me pull that for Brady Bell. Oh yeah, we still got a B. I think I skipped over that. We still got a B-52s in here. Have I had a monster? I'm drinking one right now. Your bedtime, it's only 8:45. Who goes to bed at 8:45? Drink you a cup of coffee. You don't have to, I mean, there's no reason to go to bed. What do you got to sleep for? I never sleep. I'm going to go into bed, I'm like, man, why do I want to sleep right now? Okay. This is a great bin. Craig saw the top of one. He's already knows, he's like me, he can read what's already in there. Okay. Styx, Kilroy Was Here. This is sealed with hot sticker. $39.99. Styx, Kilroy Was Here, $39.99. Chicago Transit Authority Collector's Edition, live in concert. Chicago Live, $9.99. Alice Cooper, Constrictor. Alice Cooper is $26.99. Paul Simon, One Trick Pony, $19.99. Alvin Lee and Company, 10 Years After, $19.99. Madonna 12-inch single, Borderline, $29.99. All right. Well, let's let all that settle down, and I'm going to put up some pretty cool stuff for auction. Let's do this thing. It's going to be a pretty high start because let's do two, well, we're going to do two kind of higher start records, and then I'll put something up where we can just kind of roll with it. Let me do something where we can just kind of, let me find something back here. I think this thing was pretty clean. Let's look. All right, Tillman Smoot was first to sticks. Tillman Smoot was first to sticks. Donnie Haney on TP. Maybe. I think he jumped ahead. Richard Davis on Chicago. Ron Phillips, you were second on Chicago. Mike Cochran on Alvin Lee. And Janie said, never mind. Janie's waiting for Tom Petty too. So here's what's left. We got a Alice Cooper that we never get in, Constrictor, Paul Simon, and a Madonna. Those are still available. I hadn't shown anything else. Here's our next auctions. This next record is sealed. This is a sealed copy of Pink Floyd, The Division Bell. And it is 1994. It is US. It is OG. It is sealed. There's no cutouts or notches or anything. That is very nice. I know I have an OG open, and I think one time we got a sealed copy in, and I decided not to sell it. But this is I'll say a $250 start. 1994 Division Bell, sealed. Now, this thing should be blue transparent vinyl if you were to open it. That's how the OG copies were. Kind of a blue transparent vinyl. Sealed 1994 Division Bell, $250 start. By the way, if you're interested in rare, expensive T-shirts, I've got some on eBay up for bid. Original concert T-shirts are quite expensive, even from the 90s. This is Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers Echo. This is an OG copy of Echo. Rare, sealed, from what year? What year did this come out? This is 2000s, wasn't it? 1999. 1999. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers Echo, sealed from 1999. This is a $225 start. $225 on Tom Petty Echo, sealed and OG with hype from 1999. All right, then we have something out of the hundreds of dollars range. I think I was going to roll this thing for a $1 start. Yeah, this record here I ultrasonically cleaned. It's got what I call a needle drop on it. I think this is from Kevin's collection. Looks like he dropped the needle and it went kind of jumped across the record. Sorry for the sound effect there, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's a horrible sound. And what it did is it left a big, ugly scuff that looks like somebody's heartbeat level thing, whatever you call that. This is a $1 start. It's Jimi Hendrix, our experience. It's the single tone reprise, a later pressing. The other side is near mint minus. This is not a bad record. The ugly looking mark on there, is a just a scuff. Okay, so this is pretty much a vintage stereo reissue, nice copy. Okay, $1 start. Will Harper takes the, let me lay that over here. Will Harper wants the Alice Cooper. Will Harper got that. Let me go back up to the top. Is your eBay Collectco? Yes, eBay Collectco. I have about, right now I've got about 30 original Redline Hot Wheels on there, and I've got about 20 T-shirts on there. Yes, Tanner, if you have access to the eBay, we need to take down those Ozfest shirts. I hadn't done that yet. I sold our Ozfest shirts earlier today, so please do that sound effect again. That was a one-time deal. One-time deal. Jimi Hendrix is not, I mean, that's a nice record for what it is, being a probably 70s reissue. Janie, if you want the Tom Petty $225 start and $250 start on Pink Floyd. Erotica, Madonna. Erotica. This version contains language that some people might find offensive. $49.99. This is a full album? Yeah, this is a full album. Madonna, 1992. Erotica. $49.99. Kevin Tays is at $22 on Jimi Hendrix. That's more like it. Now we're getting up there about where I thought I was going to start it. Brady Bell on Madonna. Brady Bell takes to Madonna. Scott Fish, You Were Second. Sly and the Family Stone's Greatest Hits, $14.99. Sly and the Family Stone, Greatest Hits. I have listened to that a bunch. Alice Cooper, Goes to Hell, $26.99. Alice Cooper Goes to Hell. And Till Tuesday, Voices Carry. Till Tuesday, Gold Stamp Promo, $24.99. Jimi Hendrix is at $22 with Kevin Tays. Just a quick reminder on that. I'll go ahead and say going once, going twice. Wayne Heat wants Sly and the Family Stone. So to Wayne Heat. And one more call on these before I move them on. Tom Petty was $225, and Pink Floyd Division Bell sealed back here $250. Final call on those. Wayne Heat gets Sly. I wish I had a bunch of those I could sell y'all. Retro Class Entertainment, which is Rydell Martin. He takes Till Tuesday. Susie, You Were Second on Sly, and Shane McKinney, You Were Second on Till Tuesday. Debbie's at 30. Debbie's at 30 on Jimi Hendrix. Yes, Stacy, I got you down for the Guar shirt. Tony Dool, I've got you down for the Tool shirt. Those will be on your record invoice this week. Anybody who bought a t-shirt from me, they'll be on our record invoice. By the way, Collect Co t-shirts will be here soon. They will be here soon. Stephen Tuttle's at $225 on Tom Petty. I'm going to say going twice, going three times. Tom Petty Echo, Stephen Tuttle's at $225. Going twice, going three times. $19.99 sealed. Styx 2. Styx 2 is $24.99. Don't see that one too often. Rod Stewart, Out of Order. Rod Stewart is $14.99. The who? Skin Deep. The Stranglers. The Stranglers, Skin Deep. Gold Stamp Promo, $14.99. The Time, Jerk Out. The Time, Jerk Out, $14.99. 12-inch single, Gold Stamp Promo. Calvin Ward wants Styx 2. Where are we at? Hold on a second. Styx 2 to Calvin Ward. Jimi Hendrix is at $30 with Debbie. Jimmy's at 30. That's going once, going twice. And Stephen Tuttle, 30 seconds left on Tom Petty Echo for $225. Styx 2 is not a die cut, Scott. It's already sold, but it's not a die cut. And Mike Massey gets the Stranglers. So Calvin gets Styx 2. Mike Massey gets the Stranglers. It looks like Gary Hackett, You Were Second. I'm guessing no 2XL. I should have, I think I ordered all. Yeah, I ordered 2 and even maybe some 3X. I'll have to go back and see, but yeah. So we're going to have shirts that just say Collect Co. That looks like our Facebook logo that you see up there on the top left corner of your screen. It's Collect Co. and below it says Collectibles, Auctions, Nostalgia. And then we have some with our new logo, our record logo, or a original Chad Williams record design logo we have not unveiled yet. I've been keeping y'all wondering for a while. It will be revealed soon. Pete Townsend Scoop is $34.99. Pete Townsend Scoop, 2LP. All right, let's go ahead and say going twice, going three times on Jimi Hendrix to Debbie, and let's go ahead and sell Stephen Tuttle, Tom Petty for $225. $225. Debbie, you're about to get that if no one else bids. Clock is ticking. Speaking of Tom Petty, Let Me Up, I've Had Enough, $39.99. Let Me Up, I've Had Enough. Steppenwolf, Born to Be Wild. That's a later reissue on MCA, $19.99. The World of Cat Stevens on Decca, some kind of UK compilation it looks. World of Cat Stevens, $24.99. Al Stewart, Orange. I've never seen that Al Stewart album before. Al Stewart is $19.99. Nate Johnson, first on Tom Petty. Sold to Nate Johnson. Steppenwolf, Cat Stevens, Al Stewart. Al Stewart, Russians and Americans. Al Stewart, that one's $19.99. Styx, Caught in the Act. 2LP live Styx with Hop Sticker. $34.99. Styx, Caught in the Act. Dennis DeYoung, Back to the World is $19.99. Dennis DeYoung. Straub's, Burning for You. Interesting cover. That is $19.99. Stephen Tuttle gets the Tom Petty. We're going to go ahead and sell Debbie Hendrix for $30. If anybody wants to buy Pink Floyd Division Bell, it is sealed, OG Press, $19.94. It is $249.99. Let me pull out some other stuff over here to auction. Let's see here. Where's our Japanese bin at? We got one of those handy? The newest Japanese stuff we got ready, Seth? Can you participate in tonight's sale? Seth is mad because there's no break. He's mad and pouting right now. He's on his phone. He hadn't keyed in a record in like 30 minutes. Yeah, it's hard to get Seth motivated these days. Tillman Smoot was first on sticks. Sold to Tillman Smoot. Is Desert Moon on Dynasty Young? I can check right quick. No, it's not. How do I find your eBay channel? It is Collectco. Best thing is to message our page. Let me send you a link to an item, and then you can see the rest of our items. Okay, what was I doing here? I was about to auction this Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Pink Floyd, Piper at the Gates of Dawn. This is Pink Floyd's debut album. This is about a VG minus, the way we normally see them. Has a fillable mark right there. The vinyl is worn VG minus, as you usually see these. Pink Floyd, Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Still a tough and not a cheap record. I guess this is only about the third or fourth I've ever had. Pink Floyd, Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Terry Lee wrote their name. This is a stereo copy, US Tower. It's got tape at the bottom of the spine. Seam split. Not the best copy. I'm only saying bad things about it. The only good thing I can say about it is Pink Floyd's debut record. It's a US pressing, and we don't get them very often. This is a $35 start. Pink Floyd, Piper at the Gates of Dawn. $35 start. This is, I think the copy I have looks about like this, and I've never found a better one. We've had 3 or 4 of these since I've been doing this, and they all look like this. I don't know why people wore out Pink Floyd, Piper at the Gates of Dawn, but they did. Big Bill Brunsey, Lonesome Road Blues. Big Bill is $19.99, so $35 start on Pink Floyd. Brian Setzer, live nude guitar. Brian Setzer, $24.99. Axles at $35 on Pink Floyd. The Florida Flash, live in 1987. Tom, Refugee, and the Beach Bums. Wow. $39.99. That has to be some kind of unofficial broadcast. Jacksonville Coliseum, 1987. Sold to Debbie Whited. Tom Petty. Stray Cat Strut. That's a 12-inch single, isn't it? EP. What do we got here? Stray Cat Strut, Built for Speed, Sweet Love on My Mind, and Drink That Bottle Down. Stray Cats, $19.99. So Debbie got Tom Petty. Nate Johnson, you were second. Mark Robinson was third. And Jeff Miller wants BBB. What was Big Bill? Big Bill. That sold to Jeff Miller. The Courier. Not the Carthage Courier. The Courier, featuring music by U2, Delkin McManus. It's a gold stamp promo, $19.99. Must be a soundtrack. Jeff McMaster takes the Stray Cats. Axel has Pink Floyd for $35. Going once, going twice, Pink Floyd. Courier. Listen to Her Heart, Tom Petty. 12-inch single. This is technically a promo, $24.99. Wow, it's on Shelter label, 1978. Yeah, promotional copy, not for sale. Listen to Her Heart. Nice cover, too. $24.99. Tom Petty on Shelter. Listen to Her Heart, 12-inch single promo. Morris Day, Color of Success. That is $19.99. Nate Johnson, first of that Tom Petty. Sold to Nate Johnson. And Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever. This is a 1989 U.S. pressing. $99.99. Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever. Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever. So now this is complicated because we had Susie and then Brady bid 39 on Pink Floyd, and then now we have lots of other Tom Petty comments. So what I'm going to have to do on this one is I'm going to say first on this one, based on when I think I showed it, Debbie Whited would get first. Debbie Whited would get first pick. So Debbie, if this is the one you wanted, you get, because I think Susie was second to that time. Obviously Nate got the 12-inch single. I think Susie was claiming that one. And then it was kind of about a 5-second, 7-second, and then Debbie came in Tom Petty on this. So Debbie, I'm going to make an executive decision and say, if you want this one, it's yours. And she said yes. So Tanner, sell Debbie, Tom Petty. And then it looks like Mark, Nate, and Ron was second. And then Stacy Brown gets Morris Day. All right. Next is Styx Crystal Ball. Is $19.99. By the way, Axel Horn is at $40 on Pink Floyd. Styx Crystal Ball is $19.99. And music from the motion picture Explorers contains songs by Night Ranger, Robert Plant, and Red 7. Gold stamp promo, $19.99. UFO, No Place to Run. UFO is $24.99. No Place to Run. Ron Phillips, first to Styx Crystal Ball. Sold to Ron Phillips. Axel's at $40 on the Pink Floyd. And where did you say the Japanese records were? Right here on the table? Is this them? There's some right here. Yeah. I got some right here. I'm just trying to find some stuff to make interesting.
No, that's it. It starts with what?
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna put this up right here. All right. Miss 80s wants the Explorer soundtrack. Wow, no one's claimed UFO yet. That's like one of the hottest discussions I see going on in our group. I have, let me check the condition first. Oh man. An absolute pristine copy of the Beatles' Let It Be Japanese press. The Beatles' Let It Be Japanese press. This is a $65 start. The Beatles' Let It Be Japanese press with Obi. Very slight tear in the Obi right here. Let It Be. Gatefold, of course. This is a $65 start. Looks it has the original black inner sleeve, and other than that, just the cover, the Obi, and the disc. $65 start on the Beatles' Let It Be. Stephen Bender's in. Very cool. 65 on that. Okay, first we have Matt asking the grade on UFO. It is a VG++ cover, and the vinyl is near mint minus. Steven's at 65 on the Beatles. David is at 65 on the Beatles. Do we have outer sleeves? Yes, we can go grab a pack and I can show them to you. There may be other people wanting them too. Brady Bell's at 45 on Pink Floyd. So Axel, you're back out. Brady's at 45 on Pink Floyd. UFO is still available. Carly Simon, Spoiled Girl. Carly Simon, gold stamp promo, $9.99. Tracy Ullman, You Broke My Heart in 17 Places, $19.99. Uriah Heep, Fallen Angel. Uriah Heep is $24.99. And Mom's Apple Pie is sealed. Mom's Apple Pie. That is 1972, $49.99, sealed. So Steven's at 65 on the Beatles. David, you're out. So we just put up the Beatles, and Pink Floyd is at 45. The grade, I'm going to say VG minus, VG minus. VG minus, VG minus. Here's the first thing I can show you is Big Fudge inner sleeves. Big Fudge inner sleeves are $23.99. $23.99. These are inner sleeves Big Fudge. Very popular. We have sold hundreds of packs. $23.99. And we have Big Fudge outer sleeves. If you want a pack of inners, put inner. They're a pack of 50 for $23.99. And then we have pack 3 mil outers, 12-inch for albums, 3 mil for $29.99. So $29.99 for 100, 3 mil. And then we have inners for $23.99. All right. Tanya Tucker, Lovin' and Learnin'. Tanya Tucker, $14.99. Sly and the Family Stone. There's a riot going on. $34.99. Sly and the Family Stone. The Siegel Schwarl Band, live, the last summer, $19.99. And Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Southern Accents, $34.99. USOG, very clean looking. Mike Cochran wants a pack of inners and outers, sold to Mike Cochran. And we have plenty of those in stock. So if You can buy, anybody can buy as much as you want. You can buy 5-packs. Brady Bell, you have Pink Floyd going once, going twice for 45. And Stephen Bender, you have the Beatles for 65, going once, going twice. Tom Petty sold to Jeff McMaster, and Jeff McMaster also wants a pack of Big Fudge inner sleeves. Rod Stewart, Camouflage, $14.99. I have no idea. $19.99. This is, I'm going to check the label on this one. Manhole, that's Gray Slick. Manhole, Gray Slick. That is $19.99. Gray Slick from Jefferson Airplane Starship. Starship, Airplane, whichever you want to call them. Axel's out on Pink Floyd, so Brady, chances are looking good on Pink Floyd. 45. Brady, you can tell Brady's a Pink Floyd fan. His profile picture is Adam Hartmother. So 45 going twice, going 3 times. The Pink Floyd is a U.S. tower pressing. VG minus, VG minus. VG minus, VG minus. Mark Robinson wants a pack of outer sleeves, and Axel Horn takes the Gray Slick. He don't want it. He was just telling me what it was. Okay, my bad. You got to be careful with that. I'll end up selling you something. Steven, you have the Beatles. I don't know if David's out. He may have lost connection, but 65 going twice, going 3 times to you. The Mothers of Invention, Child's Play. Live in Sweden, London, and Boston, 1967, 1968. This was pressed in 1988 in Italy. It is $34.99. $34.99. And Brady, he's about to get Pink Floyd if no one else bids. David's out on Beatles. Okay, we're about to sell both of these auctions pretty soon. The Mothers of Invention Golden Archive Series, which is usually like a compilation or greatest hits. This is actually a DJ not for sale yellow label promo on MGM. $64.99. Check that out. Mothers of Invention Golden Archive Series, MGM Special Disc Jockey Record, $64.99. Frank Kilpatrick wants 2 packs of inner sleeves, please. 2 packs of inner sleeves. All right, let's sell both of these. Brady Bell gets Pink Floyd for $45. The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. That's sold to Brady Bell. And Stephen Bender is going to get the Beatles for $65. $65. Those are sold. Tanner, I'll let you repackage the Beatles. Next is Strictly Commercial, the best of Frank Zappa. This is sealed from 1995, $74.99. Strictly Commercial, the best of Frank Zappa, $74.99. Zappa DJ copy, like they play Zappa on the radio. I wonder if, has a Frank Zappa song ever even been played on the radio? I don't think in my life of listening to radio, I've even heard a Frank Zappa song on the radio. I can't recall if I did. Frank Zappa, You Are What You Is, $39.99, gold stamp promo. Rant and Rave with the Stray Cats. The Stray Cats is $24.99. Rant and Rave. Vanilla Fudge Renaissance is $19.99. And 10 Years After, Stonehenge, $19.99. Valley Girl. I don't know. Of course, I guess I kind of grew up. I grew up on the 105.9 era from about, I guess, earliest memories, mid-2000s. So, I don't know if they were, I'm sure it got hit airplay back when it was out, but Luke Mitchell, Hot Rats, yeah, I know that's been kind of popular. Okay. Stonehenge, where was I at? Stonehenge is $19.99. UFO, Obsession. UFO is $29.99. Obsession. Styx, Man of Miracles. Check this one out. Styx, Man of Miracles. I love that cover. I bought a t-shirt with that cover on it, with this cover on it, of this cover, just because I like it so much. $29.99. And 38 Special, Hold On Loosely. 12-inch single promo, $14.99. And Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Westwood One radio broadcast, $64.99. $64.99. Did REM come in this week? REM. Document, yes. Deborah, you might have missed that. Some people got some people didn't. If you need that, let me know. If you need to know that confirmation, Deborah, I'll let you know. Tillman Smoot was first to the sticks. Susie, you were second. Tom Petty, what song list? Dan Sessler, this is a Tom Petty radio broadcast from airs week of February 3rd, 1986. I'm talking to Tom Petty. Looks like there's a quick interview. American Girl, I Need to Know, You Got Lucky, commercials. Shout, The Waiting, Stories Could Tell. It looks like it's really cool. 2-disc Westwood One broadcast. Dan Sessler, $64.99. There's the official cue sheet. That's what the cover actually looks like on the record special with Mary Turner. Mary Turner. Dan, if you want this, say Tom Petty sold. All right, I'm going to recap this crate because there's still some great stuff in here, especially those Frank Zappa albums. By the way, Sticks went to Tillman Smoot. Yeah. Susie was second. Dan Sessler, let me know if you want Tom Petty, and I'm going to go through this. Doug, Division Bell is sealed, and it's still available. It's $249.99. So the tracks live or just studio. They should be studio tracks. So this, when you play this, it's going to sound like a radio show's coming on. And then, you know, probably intro music, the DJ. It looks like there's a quick interview of Tom Petty. Then they probably play some music. Commercials actually play on here. It's like an entire radio show with Tom Petty and Mary Turner. But no, they should be studio tracks. That's how I've always heard them when I've listened to those. Division Bell is still available. It's a sealed copy, 1994 OG. $249.99. Donnie Haney wants outer sleeves, a pack of outer sleeves. Paul Simon, I'm going to flip through these. If you want to know prices, just let me know. I'm just going to tell title and artist, etc., whichever. Paul Simon, we have Madonna, Alice Cooper, Rod Stewart, The Time, Pete Townsend, Steppenwolf, some great stuff in here. Cat Stevens, Al Stewart, I'm going to keep that if no one buys it, or at least listen to it. I think I've listened to most of his stuff except that one. I've never seen it. Straubs, Dennis DeYoung. This was Brian Setzer. The Courier, UFO. Both UFOs are still in here. Carly Simon, Tracy Ullman, Uriah Heep, Mom's Apple Pie, Tanya Tucker, Sly and the Family Stone, the Siegel Schwarl Band, Rod Stewart, Grace Slick, the Mothers of Invention. So, Mark Robinson wants both Zappas. Okay, so there's Mothers of Invention. And then we had Mothers of Invention. I'm assuming you want that Zappa and this Zappa. You want the actual Zappa albums, right? So those two are sold to Mark Robinson. Grant Peltzer wants Dennis DeYoung. Dennis DeYoung sold to Grant Peltzer. The first Al Stewart, the Orange album, it is $19.99, Tommy Flowers. Rant and Rave, the Stray Cats is $24.99. It's Mom's Apple Pie Punched. It is. That's how we always see them. They're always punched holed. Band cover. Tommy Flowers said sold on Al Stewart. I've never seen that one. Sold to Tommy Flowers. We have Vanilla Fudge, 10 Years After, UFO, 38 Special, Hold On Loosely, and Rockin' Into the Night. As featured on 38 Special's Wild Eyed and Live concert. Video available on A&M Video, Wild Eyed and Live promo copy, $14.99. And then the Tom Petty Westwood One broadcast is still available if anybody wants it. We still got some new vinyl. First, Tanner, can you hand me a Rush Clockwork so I can show, because I think we're going to have like 5 available, and I'm going to read off the list. We've had a couple people cancel. I hope no one else does. But it's okay. It's such a... So everybody is getting one. This is a long list. Everybody's getting one, though. If you know you have not seen this, especially if you're watching for the first time and if you're not in our group, you don't know anything about this. Rush Clockwork Angels turned 10 years old on Sunday. And their 10-year anniversary, I guess what they did, they got their camp together and they did a surprise pressing, and they put this thing back in print this week. Before this came in print, this was a $150, $200 album all day long. I think we sold one from Kevin's collection for $250 maybe. So if you know you don't have one of these, I'm going to have 4 or 5 left. They're $49.99. 2 LP gatefold Rush. And I thought I was going to get to keep one myself, but I have a feeling we're going to sell out. But let me read these names. So we got 15 in today. The rest of them are for sure coming. I mean, it's not like if. They're definitely coming. They just hadn't been delivered. Here's who got tagged the first 15 tonight. Jerry Stone, Tony Dool, Doug White, Tillman Smoot, Jason Byrne, Kevin Schreiner, Jonathan Bodine, William Simmons, Brad Moore, Stephen Tuttle, Jody Ruffner, Andrew Keats, John Burlingame, Susie Breelove, and John Sheehan. Here's who's next that you're for sure getting one. They will be here tomorrow. They will be on this week's invoice unless the mail doesn't come. Chris Kirkley, Scott Corcoran, Michael Hunt, David Howard, George Buchanan, Paul Brothers, Doug Jefferson, Scott Sneed, Mike Douglas. We can scratch off Dwayne Sevilla. Linda Hasty, Joe Willinger, Kristen Bell, Rob Scheffler, Joe Barrios, Richard Allen, Kevin Squires, Jacob Spencer, Justin Hunt, and Joe Willinger. A lot of rush going out the door. A lot of rush going out the door this week. So, also we're going to add to that list Eric Reisman, Michael Potts. I think Preston is saying he wants one. Grant Peltzer, Matt Wermeyer, Jim Anstant, and that is, I think that's it. Tanner, you got those names down, or do you want me to read them again? Preston, do you want a rush? I'm assuming. Eric Reisman, he put rush, maybe hang on. Oh, he's saying hang on. Okay, he's got to check, see if he got it. Eric Reisman, Michael Potts, maybe Preston Rogers is what he was saying. I got you. Grant Peltzer, Matt Wermeyer, Jim Anstant, and everybody else on this name. I think I'm going to have 5 or 6, so I hope I can keep one myself because I don't have that. The one from Kevin's collection that we sold for $225, I really wanted to keep. But these are $49.99. Dallas Coupe, yuck. Oh, my gosh. Rush. So, I always knew Rush, Tom Sawyer, Spirit of the Radio. I'd say about 2 years ago, I became into Rush. I really understood it. And since then, you can now call me a major fan. Unbelievable. I mean, their musicianship, not only the music, but their talent as musicians, unbelievable. Unbelievable, their talent as musicians. Geddy Lee, Alex, Neil. Unbelievable. Brad Moore, yes, Brad, you for sure got one. Brad Moore, yes, these first 15 here, we got these actually on hand. They're tagged tonight. The rest of these will be the next ones we tag tomorrow, and then anybody else who claimed one tonight. So. I have not showed Whitesnake yet. I got to show Whitesnake. I still got some big. I already did Counting Crows. I got to do Cinderella. We have some big new vinyl in that I've got to show before it gets too late tonight. I never did get to see them live. No. I never did get to see them live, unfortunately. My favorite song, Red Barchetta, as of right now. I discovered a couple that I really like as of just like a couple months ago. That one under Grace Under Pressure. It's about the computer programmer. Oh, man, I love that one. He's counting off the numbers. Okay, this is a new release. I'll get off my rush kick. We'll be here all night. The Smile. A light for attracting attention. This is a new release. Debut album from the new group, The Smile, comprising Radiohead's Thom Yorke and Johnny Greenwood and Sons of Kemet's Ton Skinner. Limited edition yellow vinyl. This is supposed to be 1001. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right. What's that one actually called? The electric, what's that song called? Gady starts counting off those, not Morse code. What's that called? Man, my brain is fried right now. The Body Electric. Yeah, that's it. Not binaural. I can't think right now. Preston Rogers gets a smile. We got to pull one for Doug. Set Doug's aside. And but yeah, this is supposed to be a very, popular release. Binary. Thank you. I was about to say binaural. Is the smile numbered? I don't see anything with a number on it. Debut album from the new group The Smile, comprising Radiohead's, Johnny Greenwood's, yeah, $49.99. $49.99. All right. What's that? Tony Doyle needs one. Did I miss it? Okay. Yeah, Tony Doyle, Preston, Doug. So, okay, I'm gonna. There's a lot of comments going on. I think we got Rush and Kiss arguments going on in the comments. So, Dallas stirred up a big pot earlier, saying he couldn't get into Kiss or Rush. It's like that night I said I couldn't get into Poison. Some angry people at me. I got Doug a copy of Smile. The Crow soundtrack. The Crow soundtrack is $38.99. Let me get my list back. Where are they? Right here. We had a couple people waiting on the Crow soundtrack. The Crow soundtrack. A couple people waiting on that. If you're watching, also somebody asked if we could confirm on the REM document. Who asked about that? Deborah. See if Deborah has a REM document on her tab. What's recommended? I got a lot going on. The Crow, Dustin Chandler and Bob Riger. Dustin Chandler and Bob Riger. Your Crow soundtrack came in. $38.99. I've got one left. Dustin Chandler and Bob Riger. You'll have one for sure on this week's invoice. That is the only other one I have left. That is the actual soundtrack music, not the score music. Eminem. I've never had this one before. Eminem, The Eminem Show, $44.99. Respect the classics, straight from the crates. Eminem is $44.99. I've never had that reissue before. What we need to do, I wish I had REM's sheet from last night. I can tell you anybody who don't have one, we could pull up the wait list that everybody that didn't get one. She didn't? She did. Deborah Devaney, you do have an REM. You do have an REM. Tony, I'll check for you. Make sure I'm not... Preston Rogers on Eminem. Dallas has really stirred up the pot tonight. I have one Eminem left, $44.99. Patsy Cline's Greatest Hits, $33.99. Simon & Garfunkel, The Sounds of Silence. This is a record you need a reissue of because it's such a quiet, record. $26.99. The Beastie Boys, Check Your Head. The Beastie Boys, Check Your Head, $48.99. Dave Matthews Band, Under the Table and Dreaming, $29.99. Remastered from the original analog tapes, $29.99. Plus 3 unreleased studio outtakes, $29.99. Dave Matthews Band. Surprise new release, new restock. Only got 4 of them, though. Foo Fighters Self-Titled is $28.99. Jonathan Bodine on a Dave Matthews Band. Tony Doyle on a Dave Matthews Band. Randy Davis on a Dave Matthews Band. Paul Beal on Dave Matthews Band. That's all I have. Everybody else, I knew was going to have a wait list, so we'll have a wait list. Brady Bell, you will be first. John Sheehan, you will be second. Brad Moore, you'll be third. Adam Stein, you'll be fourth. That's our new waiting list. And I have a bunch of those ordered. That's just, I missed that one. So we just got a few of them, but hopefully more come in. Foo Fighters is $28.99. Foo Fighters $28.99. And TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool. TLC is $33.99. Oh my gosh, Dave Matthews Band, straight garbage. Dallas, don't give anybody your address. You're going to have writers outside your door before long. $33.99 TLC, $33.99. Do you have Toxicity from SOD? Well, that is what Bob Riger is saying he needs to put back. So, Dakota, if you want one, you can have Bob Riger's. He's putting his back. Tillman Smoot takes TLC. Tillman Smoot takes TLC. I like Dave Matthews Band Crash. Crashing to me. I like that one. Tillman Smoot, you got TLC. Details on Foo. Foo Fighters is $28.99. This is the newest in stock. That's their debut album. It's self-titled. System of a Down was $28.99. Toxicity. Pink Floyd, Delicate Sound of Thunder, $79.99. Pink Floyd, Delicate Sound of Thunder, $79.99. Live 3LP remix. This is the entire concert, $79.99. So change Bob Riger's System of a Down to Dakota Wilkie. I need to get some more new auctions rolling. I got a lot going on. Let me see what I got over here. I got a lot of obscure Hendrix stuff. Kevin had like over 50. He had like over 50 Hendrix albums in his collection. So there was a lot. There's a lot, and y'all know Hendrix had hundreds of albums. He really only had 3, while he was alive, he really only put out 3 studio albums and then Band of Gypsies, which is a live album. That was the only thing released while he was alive. Now, if you want to, if you want to, oh, he's talking about SOD, not SOAD. Okay, so Dakota doesn't want that. We was talking about Toxicity. Somewhere over here, though, we still got a copy of Toxicity. I don't think we sold out of them tonight, did we? Or do you have a wait list over there for that, Tanner? Okay, never mind. Dakota, yeah, Dakota, let me know. I don't have a System of a Down. I had SOD Stormtroopers, which we have a wait list for that, too. Okay, all right. There is extra white snakes. Yes, there is extra white snakes. Okay. Let me put these auctions up so I can finish this crate. This says Original Hits, Jimi Hendrix Original Soundtrack for the Motion Picture Experience. I like this label. It's Kaleidoscope. It's some kind of German pressing. It is EX. It's very clean. Just a couple marks, superficial marks on it. I'll start this at $20. Jimi Hendrix Experience. It's a German pressing on this Kaleidoscope label for this soundtrack to Experience. $20 start on that. Hendrix. Okay. We have a copy of Led Zeppelin In Through the Outdoor. This is going to be a $1 start. $1 start. This is a VG Plus. Led Zeppelin In Through the Outdoor. $1 start. Cover is also about a VG Plus on the vinyl, VG on the cover. And we have Pink Floyd. We have Pink Floyd, Saucer Full of Secrets. This is actually pretty nice for what it is. So this is another, of course, y'all know how these early Pink Floyd albums. This is a very, very clean, nice, I'm going to say VG++. VG++ on Saucer Full of Secrets. Check out that label. That's my favorite Tower label. Kind of a candy stripe. Cover is nice too. It's got a piece of tape on the spine, which you never need to do. Don't ever tape or put strips on your records. Just leave them as be. Just store the record outside the jacket. And this is going to be a $45 start. $45 start on Pink Floyd. Okay, now let me go back up here to the top. So Bob Riger put back a Stormtroopers of Death, and we already had a wait list for that. So it's done. I won't show those again until tomorrow night. Mark down Jerry Wallace for Whitesnake's Greatest Hits. I'm about to show that record. And John Sheehan wants a Foo Fighters. John Sheehan wants a Foo Fighters. Wayne Heat also wants a Whitesnake's Greatest Hits. Joe Willinger's at 20 on Jimi Hendrix. Rydell Martin is at 20 on Jimi Hendrix. Shane was at 10 on Led Zeppelin. Brian was at 5. Mike was at 20. Jody was at 20. The Smile was $49.99, Shane. $49.99. Matt was at 15 on Zeppelin. Jody Axl's at 50 on Pink Floyd. Golly. Jimi Hendrix is at 22 of Joe Willinger. Brady Bell or Gary Hackett wants a White Snake. And okay, I think I'm caught up. So we're still bidding on 3 records, and I'm about to finish this crate. No, let me go ahead and show those. Okay, White Snake's Greatest Hits. This is a new release for tomorrow. White Snake's Greatest Hits. This is their greatest hits. Pretty self-explanatory. What do I do with my sheets? I've got 4 for sale. And I'll read you off the list. There's quite a few people that already have one. White Snake's Greatest Hits is $42.99, right? Yeah, I don't think we have these prices. $42.99. Dakota Wilkie, Mike Selhausen, that has to be a new buyer. Richard Davis, Rick Hayes, Stacy Brown, Bob Riger, Wayne Heat, Mike Massey, Jerry Stone, Brenda Medina, Jason Ivey, Tim Holloway, Susie Breedlove, Paul Brothers, Matt Algram, and Brenda Medina. Brenda's on there twice, by the way. I doubt she wanted to. Dakota Wilkie, Mike Selhausen, Richard Davis, Rick Hayes, Stacy Brown, Bob Riger, Wayne Heat, Mike Massey, Jerry Stone, Brenda Medina, Jason Ivey, Tim Holloway, Susie Breedlove, Paul Brothers, Matt Algram, and Brenda Medina. So that is, we probably need to take Brenda off, so we'll have a difference. She's on there twice. Let's see here. Jimi Hendrix is at 25 of Joe Willinger. Brady bid 55 on Pink Floyd. Axl bid 65. Scott Fish wants a White Snake. Tanner's got your White Snake. Brian Glick wants a White Snake. It looks like I've got about 4 left now. So, White Snake's Greatest Hits. Quick track list. Still the Night, Here I Go Again, Is This Love, Give Me All Your Love, Love Ain't No Stranger, Slide It In, Slow and Easy, Guilty of Love, Fool for Your Loving, Judgment Day, The Deeper the Love, Now You're Gone, Sweet Lady Luck, You're Gonna Break My Heart Again, Crying in the Rain, and Forevermore. Executive producer, David Coverdale. White Snake's Greatest Hits. I've got a few left. 2 LP. That is $42.99. I'm going to put that right here in front of Kid Rock, so maybe some people will see it. Brady Bell is at 70 on Pink Floyd. And I'm about to see where we're at on the auctions. Give me a few more records. I got Pink Floyd. I highly recommend this, Delicate Sound of Thunder. It's a great concert, $74.99. And Rolling Stone, Sticky Fingers. So I had a waiting list for this that I deleted because I thought they pulled the SKU, but they pressed some more on a different SKU. But it's the same half-speed master of Rolling Stone Sticky Fingers. These are $36.99. I have one here, and then I have one in the back. I've got 2 available. $36.99. $36.99. Let's see here. Ron Phillips wants a Rolling Stones. That's sold to Ron Phillips. And Greg Hagewood put Ed. Maybe he meant I bet he meant RS and it auto-corrected. Tanner, you know where that other one is? It's in the eBay room. That was a put back, I guess. John Sheehan. Yeah, Greg, you get the other Rolling Stones. It's in the back. But if anybody else wants one of those, they're back. They're still in print. They're still in print. It's Rush a gatefold. Yes, Rush. I think they're a gatefold. So, okay, Pink Floyd. Let's recap our auctions. This is a very clean, nice copy of Saucer Full of Secrets. It's I'm going to call it a VG++. It's just I hadn't got a chance to listen to it, but it's very nice. Pink Floyd, and that is current bid Brady Bell at $70. Then we had a VG/VG Plus copy of Led Zeppelin, and Led Zeppelin. The last bid I seen on Led Zeppelin was Mike McGinnis at $20. Mike was in first, and then Jody, you were second. So Mike has this for $20. That's going once, going twice. And then I think Joe Willinger is still high bid on Jimi Hendrix. We've got Joe Willinger is at $22 on Jimi Hendrix. That's going once, going twice. So Jimi Hendrix is at $22. Mike McGinnis is at $20 on Led Zeppelin, and Brady Bell's at $70 on Pink Floyd. Let's see if we have Gary Hackett down for a White Snake. At this point, I'm not real for sure. Unless you, yes, you have, we've got you down for one. Would I do a bundle deal? No, I won't bundle those until I show them individually for auction. Preston Rogers is, there's a lot of people knowing that those are coming up for sale. Unless we bundled them and put them all up for auction at once, which I prefer not to do that. So Brian Glick is at 25 on Jimmy. It looks like Matt's at 22 on Led Zeppelin. Matt's at 23 on Led Zeppelin. So could you please stop posting nice new Pink Floyd pressing records I bought, as well as OGs for the same price Tuesday night? I've sold a lot of Pink Floyd this week, for sure. I thought Jimi Hendrix was at 25. I was at 25. Joe Willinger's at 25. Joe Willinger's at 25 on Jimi Hendrix. Joe, you are now. You're at 25. Sorry. I got the bids on all those got buried deep in the discussions. So Derek Vaughn's at 30 on Jimi Hendrix. Led Zeppelin is at 23 and Pink Floyd's at 70. Going once, going twice. David Bowie Legacy. This is pretty much his ultimate greatest hits, unless you buy Changes 1 and Changes 2, but this even has some of the later stuffs on it. $46.99, the very best of Bowie. 2 LP, includes 2 12-inch prints. These are $46.99. Bowie Legacy. This came in and we have no idea what it is. It's called MIT Mitski, M-I-T-S-K-I, Be the Cowboy. Mitski, Be the Cowboy, $26.99. Axel put 75 on Pink Floyd. Okay, I didn't see that either. So Axel, you're at 75 on Pink Floyd. Brady, you're out. Derek's at 34 on Jimi Hendrix, and Mike McGinnis is at 25 on Led Zeppelin. Joe Willinger's at 35 on Jimi Hendrix. Jimmy Ball was first to David Bowie. Tracy Miller, I will order you one of those. It will be in next week. David Bowie Legacy. I only have one on hand. That's Jimmy Ball's. Brady Bell's at 80 on Pink Floyd. Brian is at 35 on Jimmy, but Joe Willinger was already in first. And we have Mike McGinnis at 25 on Led Zeppelin. Top Gun soundtrack. Look what they sent us. Walmart red vinyl. Seth, did you want one of these or not? Yes? No? Seth wants one. Okay. Seth gets a Top Gun. I've got 4 left. They sent us Walmart red vinyl, which I think Seth's been trying to grab one of these on eBay, and I know for sure they're selling for a lot more than $26.99. Red vinyl Top Gun, Walmart exclusive, $26.99. I tell y'all, we order stuff sometimes, and they send us Walmart exclusives. They're all pressed at the same place. So what they do is when they're pressing one, sometimes they send to me, they throw black vinyl on the press, and they don't put a hype sticker on it. And then when they're pressing them for Walmart's, they put red wax on the press, and they stick a Walmart sticker on it, and then they ship them to Walmart. They're the same pressing, the same sound quality. They just use different colors, and unfortunately Walmart gets cool colors, and sometimes we don't, unless Walmart gets all they want, and then they have some of these laying around, and we get the cool Walmart ones. So, Greg wants one, and Stephen Bender wants one. Greg wants one, and Stephen Bender wants one. Debbie wants the 38 special out of the last crate. That's right here in front of me. It's right at my feet. Sell that to Debbie Blair. So I've got 2 Top Guns left. 2 Top Guns. I might keep one if there's one left by the end of the night. Someone asked, has Jimi Hendrix, or someone asked, has In Through the Outdoor been wiped? What he meant by that is it has, yeah. This changes colors when you put water on it. Yes, somebody has already put some water on that one. All right. Can you show me what Jimmy it is? I didn't see that album. I don't have it. Okay. Axel's at 85 on Pink Floyd. Paul Brothers wants a Top Gun. Don't be a Walmart hater. I'm not a hater. I love Walmart exclusives. I like them myself. I mean, they're all pressed at the same place. They just changed, literally, they changed the color of the wax when they go to press them for Walmart instead of for us. Tanner doesn't like Walmart. Seth's dad hasn't been in a Walmart since like 1992. Jimi Hendrix, the high bid on this is Joe Willinger at $35. This is original hits, Jimi Hendrix, original soundtrack from the Motion Picture Experience. It's pressed in Germany, France. I've been saying Germany. It's a French pressing on kaleidoscope Joe Willinger has this for $35. It's a VG Plus. Pretty clean, though. Cover's nice, too. Pink Floyd just got another bid. This is a very nice copy of Saucer Full of Secrets. $90 with Brady Bell. Mike McGinnis has Led Zeppelin for $25. Going once, going twice. Brian Glick is at $40 on Jimmy. Quick recap of this bin. The Smile is $49.99. The Smile is $49.99. Colored vinyl. The Crow soundtrack, $38.99. Eminem, the Eminem Show, $44.99. Patsy Cline's Greatest Hits, $33.99. Crazy. Simon & Garfunkel, Sounds of Silence, $26.99. Beastie Boys, Check Your Head, Gatefold 2LP, $48.99. For the longest, that was out of print. Not anymore. Now we have them, and we got several of them. Foo Fighters self-titled. We have a bunch of these all of a sudden. I bet we've got 30 copies of that now. Foo Fighters is $28.99. Delicate Sound of Thunder is $79.99. Mitski, which that was come in, I don't know what it is, and I have one Walmart exclusive Top Gun left, $26.99. Okay, Axl's at $100 on Pink Floyd. Joe Willinger was in first on Jimi Hendrix at $41. So Joe's the new high bidder. Pink Floyd's at $100. Let's go ahead and sell this to Mike McGinnis for $25. That's been up for a while. No new bids. That's sold to Mike McGinnis. All right, we still have plenty to show. It's just, we're literally just getting warmed up. Right, Tanner? Tanner said, Let's do one of these bins of putbacks. There's a few things in here I want to pull out because they were originally auctioned, and we need to re-auction them. And then there's a lot of stuff in here that we can just resell. But this was a pretty big order. This guy got 2 or 3 invoices, and we got kind of worried. It was accumulating. And sure enough, today we got a message. I didn't figure, when we have some people that we have to go ahead and just cancel. We have a feeling we're not going to get paid, and luckily this guy just went ahead and told us, so it didn't take me any longer. Brent Alverson, you get the last Top Gun. So this is pretty much his entire order, and we're about to resell it. Let me pull out what I was going to auction right quick, though, especially this record here. REM Murmur VG Plus. REM Murmur VG Plus, and that's a $20 start. $20 start. Everything else I will probably straight sell in here. Yeah, okay, I'll straight sell anything. Who put them back? I'm not saying any names. I don't really say any names. Unless they've done us really bad, I keep all that private. If they've done something really bad to us, then I'll make it very well public, but we keep it private otherwise. REM, because we may do business again in the future. Just some people have to, some things happen, you know. But I can kind of see it coming sometimes, where like some people get a little bit too excited buying records. Corey Wade is at $25. So this is a VG Plus copy. This is not Murmur, this is Reckoning. Sorry, guys. REM Reckoning has the hype sticker on it. A very nice looking VG Plus. I think I remember when we auctioned this. Very nice copy of Reckoning. Has the hype sticker, and that's up for bid now. Pink Floyd. It looks like Brady's out. Axl has this. Axl has this for $100. Going once, going twice. Saucer Full of Secrets. Very clean copy. And I don't think anybody else bid on Jimi Hendrix. Joe Willinger, you have this going once, going twice. $41. Going once, going twice. 100. Did you get any Lemon Tonic Parade in? That's been a while, but I think we still have some, yes. I have not put up any Queens of the Stone Age. REM 25. You have not missed any Japanese, Michael. Leslie's at 20. Leslie's at 28. So Leslie is at 28. Corey Wade's at 30. Okay, so REM's at $30. Hendrix is going twice, going 3 times. So is Pink Floyd. And Tanner, Top Gun, the last Top Gun went to Brent Alverson. These are putbacks. So here's what we got left tonight. I got more new vinyl. I've got more vintage. I've got Japanese, and then I have another bin of putback, and then I've got like odds and ends of other LPs. So, and no, we're not taking a break because we have 150 people watching, and we have way too much to show. REM 30, 30, 30, 31, 33, 35. Live Grunge box set. Live Grunge box set is $114.99. Live Grunge, Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, and Stone Temple Pilots. This is 5 live shows by the 5 big grunge bands, all live broadcast, unique jackets. I don't think they're colored vinyl, but it may be. This is number 433. Live Grunge box set, $114.99. By the way, one of these came back in stock for Kelly McDonald. Let's see, I've done Whitesnake, I've done Toto, I've done The Crow. Yeah, Kelly McDonald, you was on a waiting list for a live grunge. One of those came back in stock. Now I have this one for sale that was not payment. Elton John, Randy Davis, your Elton John, Man Across the Water came in. I've already done Kid Rock, I've done Hank Williams. Stabbing Westward, Chasing Ghost. I've got more of those coming in tomorrow, but Joe Barrios and Tillman Smoot, you got one. I've already done David Bowie. We had 10 more Matchbox 20 come in. We had 10 more Matchbox 20. I need to read these off. Jason Schott, Susie Breedlove, Troy Robinson, Rob Scheffler, Dakota Wilkie, Brian Dismore, Charlie Sales, Calvin Ward, and Kevin Tays. That's the Matchbox 20. Are we sure that? Yeah, I guess that's the right list. We might want to check that though, and then plus we can take him off. Okay. So yeah, we still have names on that one. That was Matchbox 20, Dio, Reservoir Dogs, Clapton Unplugged, Information Society. We've done Rush. I haven't done the Cinderella yet, but the rest of those are coming tomorrow, and I was just going to do it then. We'll have more new vinyl to show tomorrow night. So, Crackers In, that was on. Cracker, we did those I think on Tuesday night. So, I know we've resold grunge like 3 times before. Tool, $9.99. ET Picture Disc is $34.99. ET Picture Disc, $34.99. Journey live in Houston, $38.99. Ozzy, No More Tears, $41.99. Classic Rock Collected. Did we already pull one for Jerry Wallace?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's another Classic Rock Collected, $44.99. Def Leppard Pyromania, $29.99. Stone Temple Pilots Unplugged, $28.99. Ray LaMontagne Trouble, $29.99. Extreme 2 Porno Graffiti, $38.99. Heart Little Queen is $19.99. Star Wars Soundtrack is a VG Plus, $19.99. Pearl Jam Rearview Mirror and Volume 1 and 2. I'll still honor that double deal. It was both of them for $60 instead of $60 each. Scott Fish wants Extreme Porno Graffiti. Let's go ahead and sell Joe Willinger, the Jimi Hendrix. Was that 31 or 41? Jimi Hendrix is sold for $41 to Joe Willinger. So Scott Fish gets Extreme, Joe Willinger gets Jimi Hendrix, Axel Horn gets Pink Floyd for $100, and the current bid on REM, is Jeff McMaster at $36. This is a VG Plus copy of Reckoning. Very nice VG Plus. Ron Phillips, first to Heart. Tillman Smoot, first to Star Wars. Jeffrey Walker, you were second. And Axel Horn gets the double Pearl Jam deal, both of them for $60. Yeah, and the reason, the Pearl Jam, we had to kind of liquidate those because Walmart's got released before ours, and guess what? Walmart's was like $20 cheaper, and they were on colored vinyl. That's one reason I don't like Walmart. Sometimes they get stuff released before we get it. It's a lot cheaper. I'll go ahead and tell you that because it's Walmart, and they usually have it on colored vinyl. Obviously, we can't compete with that. They're only sending us black, and we have to get it. Plus, they got U.S. pressings. We got pressings from UK, which are import charges, and they were like 50% more. So, Walmart, I hate you for that because I ordered a ton of those, and Walmart beat us to it. So, we pretty much had to, we took a loss on ours because I ordered like 100 copies of that. So, Eminem The Show is the one I have. Eminem The Show. Is my Clapton One Step and Elton John Madman going to be on this invoice? Yes, Randy. Both of them will be on this week's invoice. Both of those are on hand. Ray LaMontagne, What's Next? Susie and the Banshees, The Rapture, $43.99. Iggy and the Stooges is $32.99. Ozzy, Diary of a Madman, speaking of Walmart, Walmart Blue Splatter Vinyl, I think those were $29.99. Velvet Underground, 1969, $49.99. Velvet Underground is $74.99. Velvet Underground, $74.99. Lou Reed Mistrial is sealed, $49.99. Blast Off, hey, this is a K-Tel record. K-Tel, $9.99. Where's Stacy at? Def Leppard, Diamond Star Halos, that's the indie exclusive, $54.99. Scorpions, Worldwide Live is $29.99. Dio, that came back in this week. Ronnie James Dio birthday show, $39.99. Jimmy Ball wants Velvet. Jimmy, I've got 1969 Velvet Revolver Live with Lou Reed, and I've got Velvet Revolver, the self-titled album. So let me know, and I've got the Lou Reed if you want it. The Ray LaMontagne, Jamie Miller, the Ray LaMontagne Trouble is $29.99, new and sealed. David Howard gets the Def Leppard. So did David Howard. David, I may already have you down for one of these this week. I will check but before we tag you, but that is yours as of right now. Jamie Miller wants the K-Tel. And Jimmy Ball wants both of the Velvet Undergrounds, both sold to Jimmy Ball. Seth walked out the door. Seth gets in a bad mood when we don't take a break, doesn't he? He's outside so we can talk bad about him. He pretty much just like gives up. Garbage. White vinyl 2LP. Beautiful Garbage. This is the white vinyl version. And I think that sticky note is the price we did it on sale for. That is $46.99. Velvet Underground is not Velvet Revolver. My bad. I don't know what I was saying. Nirvana live at the Paramount. Nirvana is $38.99. $38.99. Top Gun. Hey, there's the OG. It's a gold stamp promo. $29.99. Vision Quest soundtrack is $19.99. Tracy Miller wants Garbage. I have a couple more of those in the bin if anybody else wants one for that same price. I don't know if that, if I have, yeah, I do have white vinyl, I'm pretty sure I still. Ozzy, Memoirs of a Madman. This is a 2LP limited picture disc. Limited and numbered picture disc. I don't know how much these were. I want to think they were $48.99, the picture disc, but it's Ozzy's greatest hits. Leslie Holt wants a Garbage. We will pull one of those out of the bins. Garbage for Leslie Holt. Same price. Make sure it's the white vinyl one. Matt Algren wants Vision Quest. Nick Poulin wants a Top Gun. David Cox, you were second on Vision Quest. Retro Class, you were third. And I think we're caught up. There's Ozzy. 38 Special is $19.99. 38 Special is $24.99. Justin Williams wants the box set. Justin, you want the Live Grunge box set? If so, say Grunge sold. That is $114.99. By the way, we have forgot about REM back here. We're deep into this bin. REM is this is going 4 times to Jeff McMaster for $36. Brian, the Rolling Stones box set will be in this week. Seth, I told everybody. Seth's back in, everybody. He come back. I said, you get in a bad mood when we don't take a break. Oh, he was taking his contacts out. No, I'll pass on the box. Okay, my bad. Oh, wait a minute, my bad. I missed your comment before that. I've got the beautiful you were auto-correcting. My bad. Sorry, I was about to say something. You got to be careful. 38 Special, 38 Special. Run DMC, Let's Stay Together, 12-inch single, promo, $19.99. FM soundtrack. This is a VG Plus, $22.99. We still have, yes, I do have cake box sets, and we got a couple new Grateful Dead box sets in this week. Allman Brothers, Win, Lose, or Draw. This one has some cover damage. Vinyl is near mint, $19.99. Let's go ahead and sell Jeff McMaster REM for $36. I do have cake box sets. I will show those. Preston Rogers on Run DMC. That's sold to Preston Rogers. Jody Ruffner wants the FM soundtrack. Second one of those we've sold tonight. Allman Brothers. Rolling Stone Still Life is $34.99. Lace and Whiskey, Alice Cooper, $24.99. Jane's Addiction. This is from Kevin's collection. That was sold at auction for $26 if anybody else wants it. Been Caught Stealing. Jane's Addiction OG 1990. That is $26. I also have Rolling Stone Steel Wheels, if I can get it out of here. Steel Wheels is sealed for $74.99, and Stone Temple Pilots Core this is a used copy for $24.99. Jonathan Bodine on Jane's Addiction, sold to Jonathan Bodine, $26. Next was Eric Reisman, then Bill Fratsky. Tracy needs to put garbage back, already has that one. Next on Jane's was Jody, Tony, Retro Class, and Courtney Eatman. But the lucky winner is Jonathan Bodine. We sold a Grateful Dead box set the other night. What's the new one that came in? It's red. Where's our new vinyl at? There's a new one. 3 from the vault just got released. It's somewhere, though. Give me a second. Uh-oh, we got some Naked Fun spam. Block user on YouTube. No one click on that. No one click on that. All right, so quick flip through here. We have, here's what's left. Tool, E.T., Journey, Ozzy, Classic Rock Collected, Def Leppard, Stone Temple Pilots. Yes, this is a color vinyl unofficial. Ray LaMontagne, Susie and the Banshees, Iggy and the Stooges, Ozzy, Lou Reed, Scorpions, Dio, Nirvana, Ozzy, Live Grunge, 38 Special, Allman, Stones, Alice Cooper, Stones, Stone Temple Pilots. A lot of Stones and Stone Temple Pilots. All right, let me find my next crate, which will be a vintage OG crate. We love vintage OG crates. I've got 4 of these left. I need to sell them out right now. Cake, Showroom of Compassion, 7-inch vinyl box set, limited edition, Showroom of Compassion, singles collection. 6 7-inch singles with the original sleeve artwork. Each single features a different color vinyl disc plus a Cake temporary tattoo. Not a permanent tattoo, it's just temporary. If you want a permanent one, go see your local tattoo dealer. $41.99. Cake box set. Those are $41.99. I've got that one and 3 more on the shelf. Let me figure out what bin of vintage I want to go through. I don't know. We got all kinds of different stuff in here. Is that Led Zeppelin? It is. All right, let me go through this and see what's all in here. Brian Glick. Sold Cake. Sold Cake. Hey, there's a box set in this bin. It's expensive, but I'll show it in just a second. We got to make sure. I got a couple Zeppelin boots. I told Dallas Coop if we had any Zeppelin boots, I would let them know. And I've got some. What is that? A test pressing of what? We got some test pressings. Let me put that up. It's a test pressing of a Billy Idol record. All right. Can I show Grateful Dead 3 from the vault? I can if I knew where it was at. Here it is. Is this it? Yeah. Is that it? No. That Grateful Dead it might be in this. No. Is there a Grateful Dead box set still on the wall over there? It's red. It says 3 from the vault. Or did we sell it? I don't see it anywhere. Give me a few seconds. We are hunting it. Stone Temple is $28.99. $28.99. Thunderball soundtrack, $19.99. James Bond Thunderball soundtrack, $19.99. This is Sinatra. Frank Sinatra, $14.99. I think Brian bought it Tuesday night. He may have. Okay, well, I got a couple auctions here. This is a Billy Idol Billy Idol 12-inch single test pressing for heroin, VR heroin, original mix, Needle Park mix. So 3 mixes on this side. This is a white label test pressing. White label test pressing on white vinyl. And then Overlord's mix. And so it's a Billy Idol. It's got 5 mixes of heroin. That didn't sound right. White vinyl test pressing. I'll be careful what I say on here. This is a $25 start. Billy Idol test pressing on white vinyl. $25 start. Matt Algram takes the STP Unplugged. I've got those right here. If anybody else wants those, I think I still got some, and I probably can still order them. So to Matt Algram. Okay. Now, here's a Zeppelin boot or something. The story of the film, Led Zeppelin, the song remains the same. The story of the film, Led Zeppelin, the song remains the same. This says Side 1, Interview Part 1, and Side 2, Interview Part 2. It's from 1990, $30 start, orange vinyl, some kind of Led Zeppelin. I guess it's maybe Jimmy and Robert talking about Song Remains the Same. It's pressed in 1990 on orange vinyl. That's a $30 start, Led Zeppelin. Mick is at $25 on Billy Idol. That one, and then I have another one back here. We'll do that one next. I got a Jimmy Page picture disc. Thunderball. Check out the artwork on this. Thunderball. Frank Sinatra. Bull Durham soundtrack. Bull Durham soundtrack, 1999. Tall, cool one. Robert Plant, 12-inch, $14.99. Cliff Richard, It's All in the Game. Cliff Richard is $9.99. Ella in Hamburg, Ella Fitzgerald, $24.99. Ella in Hamburg, $24.99. Who is this? Ace Trucking Company. Never heard of that. Ace Trucking Company, $14.99. Modern Love live version. This is a test press, David Bowie test press. Modern Love live version, another test press, David Bowie. That is $29.99. Sherry Darnell wants Ella Fitzgerald. So does Sherry Darnell. We have Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Westwood One, another Westwood One Tom Petty broadcast. $59.99 on that one. That is from 1985. 38 Special Forces is $24.99. Jonathan Bodine on the David Bowie test press. Retro class, you were second. Striper, To Hell with the Devil. Striper is $34.99. That's the second cover of that one. Little Willie John, 15 hits. $14.99, Little Willie John. Disciple, Come and See Us As We Are. Disciple is $29.99. Abel is $29.99. Abel on Fantasy. That's all I know about it. Dylan Weishaupt put S. I'm assuming that's for Striper, and then Bill Fratsky was second. Mick, you've got the Billy Idol test pressing. That's going once, going twice. And we're looking for a $30 start on the orange vinyl Led Zeppelin unofficial interview. Let's see. Okay, Songs on Cliff. Craig just tagged that. Condition on Robert Plant. Condition on Robert Plant. It's got a saw mark in the cover. So other than that, glossy and nice. No dings or damage. So VG Plus. And the vinyl is very close to near mint. $14.99. John Sheehan is at $30 on the Zeppelin. Dylan Weishaupt is first on Striper. Bill was second. And Thunderball was $19.99. Do you have an online store? There were a couple titles interested in, but don't want you to interrupt the groove. You can ask me anytime you want to go back to something, and I will get to it. We do have a website. There's only about 50 new LPs on there. Most of our stuff is shown right here, and we really don't have to put it online because we usually sell out here on Facebook. So, but just let me know what you're looking for, and I can go back. Let's see. How much was Thunderball? It was $19.99. Does Tom Petty say Super Concert Series? Let's see here. The Tom Petty radio broadcast. Tom Petty Off the Record Special. That's what that one's called. John's out on Led Zeppelin. Did someone else bid? Just you bid, though, John. I guess you don't want to bid. Is that what you're saying? And Randy Anderson, so Robert Plant sold. Randy Anderson gets Robert Plant. Chris Kirkley, you were second. Little Willie John, the disciple is come and see us as we are. That is $29.99. Has some cover damage. There's the Able. We have the Headhunters, Survival of the Fittest. The Headhunters is from 1975. It is sealed, $49.99. Hank Ballard and the Midnighters is $29.99 on King, Hank Ballard. Rowan and Martin at Work is $14.99. Mitch Ryder, Jeannie Take a Ride, $19.99. Roots of Rock and Roll compilation, $12.99. The Potomac Valley Boys, that is $14.99. The Best of Sticks is $19.99. And Buddy Miles, We Got to Live Together is $24.99. Let's go ahead and sell Mick, the Billy Idol, for $25. If anybody wants the Led Zeppelin, $29.99. I'm putting it back in here. And we have Relics of the Incredible String Band. That is $29.99. Kansas, their self-titled first album, $17.99. Hinterland, Kissing the Roof of Heaven. Hinterland is $9.99. Living Color, Cult of Personality. Wow, we might have to auction this. Living Color. This is Cult of Personality, Talking About a Revolution live. Glamour Boys live, Open Letter to Landlord live, and Middleman live. White label promo. Living Color. Promo. $35 start. I'll put that back there. The Lady of Rage, Necessary Roughness. That is $34.99, 1997. Freddie King, Hideaway. Freddie King is $19.99. Black is Black, Los Bravos. That is $29.99. Moody Blues, A Complete Collection, $19.99. And the Motels Shock. The Motel Shock is sealed, $39.99. Okay, Plant sold, Sticks, Living Color. I'm asking this question. There is Westwood 1, 1985, 3-disc. Living Color, Jonathan Bodine's at $50. How much was Best of Sticks? Best of Sticks is $19.99. Best of Sticks, $19.99. Dan Sessler put FK. FK was Freddie King, sold to Dan Sessler. Freddie King. Next is Go Now, the Moody Blues. This is $19.99. In the Beginning, the Moody Blues, $14.99. UFO, Strangers in the Night, $39.99. UFO, Strangers in the Night, $39.99. Toto, U.S. Pressing, self-titled first album, $19.99. Pete Townsend, Who Came First, that is $19.99. And Loretta Lynn's Greatest Hits is $19.99. Actually, let me see that Freddie King. Freddie King, the cover is a VG Plus. The vinyl is very clean and nice, EX Plus / very nice for most Freddie King albums, anything on the King label. Loretta Lynn's in shrink wrap. This box set is $1,000. Before I show it and anybody claims it, this is the Beatles collection, and I think they're all sealed. This is the US version, the Beatles, or is this the UK version? Yeah, I think they're all sealed except Help, maybe. Or maybe they're all sealed. Help is opened, okay. This is $999.99. This is the Beatles studio album collection. This is the UK version. I thought John said this is the US version. It says imported England. These are the UK presses. The UK presses. I will get that out in detail and show in just a second. Just so everybody knows, though, it's $1,000. Tillman Smoot. First, I missed a couple things. Living Color, by the way, is at $50 with Jonathan Bodine. Living Color is at $50 with Jonathan Bodine. Going once, going twice. Sherry Darnell wants Moody Blues, In the Beginning. That's sold to Sherry Darnell. Any Rage Against the Machine. We only have their self-titled first album. What's on Loretta Lynn's Greatest Hits? I think Craig just tagged you on that. Tillman Smoot wants the other Sticks, the Best of Sticks. That's sold to Tillman Smoot. And let's see here. I think we're caught up. Yeah, so this, let's take a little bit closer look at this. This is the Beatles collection. This is the EMI. Yeah, this is the UK version. and they're all sealed UK pressings except Help. And they come in like these cellophane type, they're not like shrink wrapped. Yeah, Help is the only one that's opened. But you know, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or 12 albums, plus it looks like there's a book in the back. That is $1,000. Living Color. The Cult of Personality, Talking About a Revolution Live, Glamour Boys Live, Open Letter to Landlord Live, Middleman Live, White Label Promo, Near Mint with this hype sticker that has a lot of information. Current bid is Jonathan Bodine at $50, going twice, going 3 times. All right, moving on. Unless anybody wants to buy the Beatles box set, which I would be very happy. Here was the other Jimmy Page thing I was putting back. This is an unofficial picture disc, Jimmy Page. Let's see what it looks like. $40 start. Jimmy Page interview. Whoops, sorry, you can't see it. Picture disc comes in this jacket. Jimmy Page. And Jimmy Page. $40 start. I got more vintage stuff to show you. I also got, there was a crate of Japanese vinyl that was right here. What is this stuff? Is this all new stuff from tonight? Yeah, okay, we need to go through that bin right there. Let me put this Kid Rock back. Okay, we had a, let me find it. I'm trying to find that crate. Give me about 30 seconds. It was around here somewhere. I might have moved it over here. I got stuff kind of layered on top of stuff. I usually find it afterwards. What's in that? Nope, none of those. Well, I got this box right here. Let me get to this. All right. I got more Hendrix records back here. I got some nice looking Billy Idols and Skinnerd. And let me grab another Hendrix out of here. And I got this David Gilmour album. Let's do these 3. Okay. Talking Heads is sold to Jonathan, or not Talking Heads, Living Color is sold to Jonathan Bodine for $50. If anybody wants Jimmy Page, he is $39.99. And let's do this Hendrix record. Jimi Hendrix, what do we got here? In the Beginning, Jimi Hendrix on Shout. Let's take a look at it. Jimi Hendrix on Shout. This is very nice. This is a $25 start. Jimi Hendrix In the Beginning on Shout. That's about all I can tell you. Very nice. That is a $25 start. What's the difference between the Beatles collection I bought back in the day? It is MoFi. Those are just UK pressings. I guess those are like official UK pressings, and yours are pressed by Mobile Fidelity. So probably it's definitely going to be different mastering, but I don't know. Some people prefer to have those UK pressings because they feel like it's, you know, that's the UK versions, and then you have your box set is US pressings. It's MoFi US pressings. Those are a little bit, it's kind of different covers, different, some of them have some different track listings. Of course, your MoFi is probably going to be a little bit better quality, but there may be different mastering on these sealed UK pressings. $25 on Hendrix. Billy Idol, Whiplash Smile. Best of my memory, this thing was like perfect. $20 start. It looks like it was open and played once. Yeah, this is immaculate. $20 start on Billy Idol, Whiplash Smile. And David Gilmour. This is David Gilmour from Pink Floyd. And I haven't put one of these up for sale, a nice one, in some time. This is a very nice copy. David Gilmour. This is a $25 start as well. So I guess we'll say, how about this? We'll just say across the board $20 starts. Jimi Hendrix, Billy Idol, and David Gilmour. $20 starts on those. Let me see what's in this bin. I hope everybody's paying attention and watching. Otherwise, you're going to get left behind on this bin. Jamie Miller's at 20 on Billy Idol. We have Norman Greenbaum, Spirit in the Sky, a VG copy. This is check condition stuff. VG copy, $9.99. Norman Greenbaum, Spirit in the Sky. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Two Tribes. This is, what is this? Is this a 12-inch single? Frankie Goes to Hollywood, I believe it is. We Don't Want to Die, Two Tribes. Yeah, something like that. I can't figure it out. That is a VG copy, $9.99. Sherry Darnell wants Norman Greenbaum. Jamie Miller's at 20 on Billy Idol. Completely Well, B.B. King. That is in shrink wrap, $24.99. Nuggets. Volume 1, The Hits. Nuggets. That's one of those psychedelic. It is. It's the psychedelic comp. Nuggets. Volume 1, The Hits. VG Plus, $19.99. The Who Sell Out. That is a VG Plus, $34.99. U.S. pressing. Is probably on Decca. It is VG Plus. The Who Sell Out, VG Plus, $34.99. Nazareth Rampant is a VG Plus, $14.99. And Head East Flat as a Pancake is a VG copy, $9.99. Detroit is a VG Plus, $24.99. Led Zeppelin Physical Graffiti is a VG Plus, $39.99. Kiss Self-Titled VG minus, $14.99. Fever Tree Creation. Fever Tree is a VG Plus, $19.99. Rolling Stones, It's Only Rock and Roll, a VG copy, $14.99. And Neil Young Reactor, VG copy, $14.99. Jimmy Buffett, Somewhere Over China, VG Plus, $14.99. Tony Carey, Some Tough City, is a VG Plus, $14.99. Burgess's Tag, Yo-Yo, VG Plus, $9.99. Susie Breedlove was first on Nazareth. Susie Breedlove on Nazareth. That's so to Susie Breedlove. David Gilmour is a beautiful, pristine copy. And Randy Davis is not going to buy this for $20 because I'm going to bid against him myself. Randy Davis, though, you're at $20. And this is your bid at $20. And then Jamie Miller is at $20 on Billy Idol. That's going once, going twice. Randy Davis is going once, going twice on David Gilmour. And Jimi Hendrix, we don't have a bid for it yet. Jimi Hendrix in the beginning, $20 start on that. I'm going to bid on that if no one does. Let's see. Is Kiss without kissing time? That's a very common question. I don't know. Let's see here. Strutter, Nothing to Lose, Firehouse, Cogen, Kissing Time. It's on there. Mick is at 23 on Billy Idol. Is that Lady of Rage still available? What was that? Who was that artist? Lady of Rage. Gilmour, 25, 25, and 23. There we go. Now everybody's waking up. I think everybody fell asleep on me there for a second. Mick is at 23 on Billy Idol. Fever Tree, Rolling Stones, Neil Young, Jimmy Buffett, Tony Carey, Parliament. I can't even read that. Parliament, VG, $24.99. Reach the Beach, The Fix is a VG Plus, $14.99. Kiss, Dressed to Kill, another VG minus, $14.99. The Rolling Stones, Let It Bleed, VG Plus, $24.99. Journey, Raised on Radio, is a VG Plus, $14.99. And Pre-Flight, and is that the Byrds? I think that's the Byrds, isn't it? Maybe not. Maybe there's one of the Byrds. It's most of the Byrds members. Pre-Flight, VG Plus, $19.99. David Gilmour is at 26. Hendry wants Kiss. I'm assuming that's Dressed to Kill. Greg's at 30 on David Gilmour, and Jeffrey Walker, you were second on Kiss. So we still got Kiss self-titled. It's a VG minus, and so was the other one. So current bid on David Gilmour now is Greg is at 30. Billy Idol, we got another bid on that, and I hadn't seen anything since then. Billy Idol, or did he get another bid? Maybe not. Hold on a second. Jamie Miller bid 20. Mick is at 23. So, Jamie, you're out. Mick's at 23 on the Billy Idol. Jeffrey Walker want Dress to Kill. Okay, that's what I pulled for Hendry, unless he wanted something else. Wayne Titsworth wants the Birds. Wayne, let me know if this is what you actually, I don't know if you were helping me out or if that's what you actually wanted. Zach takes the Rolling Stones. Susie wants Journey, Raised on Radio, which is right here, so to Susie. And Andy's out on David Gilmour. So David Gilmour, current bid on David Gilmour is Greg at $30. The Mighty Quinn, Manfred Mann, that is a VG Plus $34.99. Eddie Grant, Going for Broke. Eddie Grant is a VG Plus $14.99. Gold stamp promo. And that was, Aaron Gardner was wanting to know, previous bin, the Lady of Rage. Let me see if that's in here. Ooh, Lady of Rage. It is. Aaron, it is $34.99 from 1997. Necessary Roughness. That is yours if you want it. Orphan Egg. I sold that on Discogs for $150 last week. Randy's at 31 on David Gilmour. Mick, you've got Billy Idol at 23, going twice, going 3 times. If anybody wants Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy is $19.99 if anybody wants him. $19.99 if anybody wants him. First one to claim that. Aaron Gardner said he will take the Lady of Rage. Sold to Aaron Gardner. Next is Parliament, the clones of Dr. Funkenstein. VG copy $29.99. Jeff McMaster gets the Jimi Hendrix. Sold to Jeff McMaster. So Aaron gets that. Jeff McMaster gets this for $19.99. Greg is at 32 on David Gilmour. And let's go ahead and sell Billy Idol for $23 to Mick. $23 to Mick. Jimi Hendrix is sold to Jeff McMaster for $19.99. David Gilmour is at $32 with Greg Baldwin. Parliament. Surfing with Bo Diddley. VG Plus $59.99. 1963 red checker label. VG Plus $59.99. Red checker label. Never seen that one before. Surfing with Bo Diddley. The Hombres, Let It Out, is a VG Plus $19.99. Rock and Roll Revolution. This is 1970 Rock and Roll Revolution. Reparta and the Delrons. Reparta and the Delrons. VG copy $14.99. Randy's out on David Gilmour. Greg's at 32, going once, going twice. The Bill Evans Trio was OG. Bill Evans Trio is a new release. That comes out tomorrow. It's a Verve Acoustic Sounds reissue of an original album, but it's a new Acoustic Sounds reissue. Quicksilver is a VG copy for $9.99. Poppy Seeds, the Poppy Family, VG $9.99. Baby Don't Go, Sonny and Cher, VG Plus $14.99. The Pretenders is a VG copy for $9.99. Jethro Tull, Minstrel in the Gallery, is a VG Plus $14.99. Allman Brothers Band, Brothers and Sisters. Allman Brothers Band, Brothers and Sisters, VG Plus $24.99. Nazareth, Expect No Mercy, is EX $17.99. Aaron Gardner wants Parliament. I'm assuming you want the clones of Dr. Funkenstein. That's sold to Aaron. Jonathan Bodine wants the Pretenders. Sold to Jonathan Bodine. And we have going once, going twice, or going twice, going 3 times. It's about to sell to Greg at 32. Greg at 32. It is a still. I mean, this is a beautiful pressing. It has some sticker residue right here on the cover, but other than that, I think everybody's falling asleep on me. I may have to end the feed for like 15 minutes, and everybody has to get up and stretch, and then like get everybody woke back up. This is a crate beforehand. When I flipped through it, I was like, yeah, there probably won't be hardly anything left in this bin after I go through it. Of course, we have been selling records now for 3.5 straight hours. So Jonathan's in on David Gilmour at 34. Let's see. Sherry Darnell, Brothers and Sisters, Allman Brothers, sold to Sherry Darnell. That is VG Plus $34.99, sold to Sherry Darnell. Monsters Break. Might have to do that in about 5 minutes. We have the best of Bill Doggett. That is a VG Plus $19.99. The Screwdriver, that we have that somewhere in a bin. Yes. Yes, that is Screwdriver? Yeah. Yeah, we still have that somewhere, Zach. Eddie Grant, Walking on Sunshine, is a VG Plus $14.99. Van Halen, their self-titled debut, that's a VG minus $14.99. Current bid on David Gilmour is $34 with Jonathan Bodine, going once, going twice. David Bowie Live is a VG copy, $29.99. Killer on the Rampage, Eddie Grant, is a VG copy for $14.99. Jimmy Buffett, A1A, is a VG plus $14.99. Jonathan Bodine on the Van Halen. Greg is at $35 on David Bowie. Tim Smith, you were second on Van Halen. The Amboy Dukes, Journey to the Center of the Earth, is a VG copy, $19.99. Blue Oyster Cult, Agents of Fortune, is EX, $14.99. Talk Talk, The Party's Over, VG plus $14.99. Walk On, Humble Pie, VG plus $19.99. Did you figure out if the Dead had a new box set? They did. It's 3 from the vault, but Brian, I think you bought it last night, and somebody else has been asking about it too. But I think I only got one in, and we already sold it. And we had a Grateful Dead Dick's Picks, but if y'all could see the store right now, I've got an entire crate of Japanese vinyl that I was going to auction on and off tonight, and I have no idea where it's at. It's gotten buried. I've got the 5-6 crates stacked up right in front of me that I've already been through. The next 5 crates over here that we hadn't gone through yet, and somewhere an entire bin of Japanese stuff I was going to be auctioning tonight, and it's disappeared. So we're going to be doing that Friday and Saturday. Eddie McKinney, which Eddie? Eddie is we've had 3 in here now. This is Killer on the Rampage. It is a VG $14.99. Kenny Heathcock wants Amboy Dukes, and that's sold to Kenny Heathcock. And let's see, Tony Doyle wants to put back Smile, and he wants a Bill Evans Trio. Bill Evans Trio. Where is that crate? That's right here. Okay, write down, just tag Tony Doyle for a Bill Evans Trio, please. Bill Evans Trio. Blue Oyster Cult, we have Talk Talk and Humble Pie. Pink Floyd, a collection of great dance songs. That is a VG copy for $29.99. Greg has David Gilmour for $35, going twice, going 3 times. David Gilmour going twice, going 3 times. Jimi Hendrix is a VG copy, $14.99. Elvis Costello and the Attractions, Punch the Clock, is a VG plus $14.99, gold stamp promo. The Beatles Revolver is a VG copy for $29.99, mono pressing Black Capital Rainbow. Mono pressing Black Capital Rainbow, VG copy, $29.99. Revolver. Sherry Darnell wants Buffett A1A. That was a few back right here, but I still got it. Sherry Darnell. Derek Thomas wants EC. Elvis Costello sold to Derek Thomas. David Gilmour is going 30 seconds left. This is Greg at $35. And there's the Beatles I just showed. Etta James, The Sweetest Peaches. Some writing on the cover. That is a VG plus $24.99. How much was the Blue Oyster Cult? The condition, we are in a check condition bin, which are not top copies. These are lower grade vinyl or cover or both. It's an EX. That's not bad though. EX $14.99 on BOC. Where did I get to? Fever Tree. Fever Tree was a VG plus $19.99. Eddie Money, No Control. Eddie Money's a VG plus $12.99. The Kinks' Greatest Hits is a VG plus $14.99. We have the Jay Giles Band, You're Getting Even While I'm Getting Odd. I've never seen that one. VG plus $14.99. David Cox said sold on BOC, Agents of Fortune. Don't Fear the Reaper. What happened to that? Blue Oyster Cult. And yes, it was a gatefold. Already sold. Let's go ahead and sell David Gilmour too. $35 to Greg Baldwin. He gets David Gilmour for $35. Kinks All-Time Greatest Hits. Jay Giles, Steely Dan, Countdown to Ecstasy. VG plus $24.99. The Boomtown Rats, The Fine Art of Surf Sing. VG plus $14.99. Bad Company, Desolation Angels is a VG plus $14.99. Sherry Darnell wants the Kinks. Hendrix Price and Condition. Matt Kamer. Matt, the Hendrix was The Cry of Love, if I can get to it. Hendrix Cry of Love, it's a VG copy for $14.99. Wayne, Sherry already beat you to the Kinks. We have Bad Company, I just showed that one. The Rolling Stones, Stoned MSG. This is an unofficial bootleg. VG Plus $39.99. Stoned MSG. VG Plus $39.99. Leonard Skinner Gold and Platinum. VG copy $14.99. Uriah Heep Return to Fantasy is a VG Plus $14.99. Santana Abraxas Quadraphonic Pressing. VG Plus $24.99. Santana Abraxas Quad. David Bowie Pinups is a VG Plus $34.99. Looks like a VG minus cover. Orange Label, which I believe is the OG. Black Sabbath Technical Ecstasy is a VG copy, $24.99. And Van Halen Jump, VG Plus $19.99. Jump, House of Pain, and Running with the Devil. Promo 12-inch single, 1983. VG Plus $19.99. $19.99. Okay, I cannot continue until I do some re-sorting here with records, because I've got to do some condensing and figure out what I'm going to show next. I said we wasn't going to take a break, but we are. Jeff McMaster wants Van Halen, because I have to figure out what I'm showing next and what I haven't shown, and we have so much to show. Just like last time, part 2 is going to be 1 hour, probably from 11 to around midnight. And so I hope you can come back. I know it's going to be late. We are having another show Friday, and we're having another show Saturday, where one of those shows will probably have a huge recap section, just everything this week that hadn't sold, which is crazy. I mean, we hadn't even got to go back through new vinyl. We showed Tuesday, which we still got great stuff, and I know some of y'all didn't get to watch Tuesday. So we're going to stop for a second. I'm going to get these crates reorganized. Plus, I have an entire bin of putbacks, including a very expensive record that was put back from Kevin's collection, or that was a canceled order, actually. Let me find some of that Japanese vinyl. I know I have some right here next to me that's straight priced. And part 2, for about the hour when we come back, will be some very good stuff. Zach wants Mom's Apple Pie and a tonic lemon parade. I know I can get you one. I'll see if I can get you the other. Susie wants Black Sabbath. Stephen Bender wants Eminem, and that was the show. And yes, I'll be live on YouTube for part 2 as well. So yeah, we'll be on YouTube, and I'll do Facebook. I'll be on both. So putbacks at 11. Yes, putbacks. I'll do the bin of putbacks, and I'll figure out what we've got going on. So we have another Naked Fun spammer. So, okay. We'll be back in, and we'll have lots of good auctions, especially some Japanese stuff. I've got some Japanese stuff that I hadn't got to yet. 1, 2, at least 3 bins of new vintage stuff. So we're not even going to get through new arrivals tonight. But I'll be back in 25 minutes at 11 o'clock Central Time, 12 o'clock Eastern Time.